What's the deal? What's the deal, Macheads and Maniacs? No, I didn't comb my hair. No, I didn't brush my beard. But I'm still here. I want to give a shout out to my partner, Loco, man. Loco has a family member in hospice, so he's not coming on tonight. He ain't up for it. I want to give a shout out to my guy and pick your head up, bro, man. Everything gonna be all right. I try to prepare you and all the Macheads and Maniacs for days like this, man. Um, I mean, death is part of life, man. Nobody never beat death. And so you can never really prepare for it, but you can expect it because it's gonna happen to all of us. It's a matter of who go first. But keep your head up, bro. Stay positive. Start thinking about your next show, man, and you know, be the head of the family. Get your family together, man, and be strong for them, bro. Mr. Goob, what up?
What's up? Am I cool this right now?
Yes,
I
sir.
guess I got
We
disconnected.
live and direct, homie.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we were speaking on back in that time when your little documentary that just came on, 87, them 80s, man, they had, I think every neighborhood had
Well,
two
see,
dudes.
yeah, they kept at least two cops. There was regulars in every neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think your connection
Right.
is tripping.
Yeah,
But
like I
but yeah,
say,
the
for us, it
youngsters
was
don't
Blondie
realize
and Spider-Man.
times have changed.
You know,
Man, back then they
everybody
was
had,
into gang intel. They pull up on you,
I guess,
jack you up, and
am I
force you
going
into a
out?
conversation. Yeah, your connection's messed up, bro.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay, it's
Mike telling
better.
me to go on.
No, you good right now.
It's better now.
It's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
go ahead. Like colors.
right. They had the two that, what I'm saying, just fuck with everybody in the neighborhood. You know,
Everybody had a blondie in their neighborhood because you was gonna have a white cop with blue eyes and blonde hair. That was automatic.
automatic. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy how. And most of them would know them because they was, like the ones that we had in Pomona. I was telling you, Pomona was small, so they roamed every neighborhood. I don't think there's no neighborhood that didn't know Blondie and Spider-Man, from the north side to the west side to the south side. Blondie and Spider-Man just roamed everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they was all about because at that time the dope game was real specific.
Yeah, I was telling Goob, I didn't go into it because I wanted to save it for the show, but I was telling Goob we about Picture Man. We had a dude, I think my homie Mangler nicknamed him Picture Man. I believe that's where the nickname came from, but his name was Bauer. He was a blonde head white cop. And they were, I think they were regular cops, regular sheriff, but they tried to be gang detail, or they may have been gang detail. But the fact that dude would pull up on you, put you on the hood, and then pull out a little Polaroid camera and take pictures of you. And then if you had blue rags in the car or S hat, he wanted you to wear your hat. He wanted you to hold your rag, and he'd take a picture of you. And back then, bro, if you was between like 14 to 18 years old, you was just happy he wasn't arresting you.
Right.
So you didn't mind taking a picture just to get away from the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially if you was dirty.
Yeah.
But that the whole thing was they was gathering intelligence on gangs, finding out
Right.
who's who, getting your addresses, filling out field cards so they know who you hang with and where you from and where you live.
Yeah, because
And then they would put that in their database so they could always find you and know where y'all hang out.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. That's all they doing is putting a, you know what I'm saying, a little book together. So whenever you get arrested, they can walk right in there and, oh, no, that's not who. You know, if you're trying to give a false name or something, they be like, oh no, I know him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't this you? And give your whole name from your government to your nickname.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Marlon Guest, good looking out. So basically, when they was gathering intel on us, you take a picture of a guy. Now you got a picture of a guy without having to have a mug shot. So basically, that was their mug shot. Like now they got something to look at and something to share.
Right. Right.
But yeah, the real trap was in '83 when they opened up the Crip module. You know, they gonna know who all the Crips are once you come through there. Patrick
Right.
Wolford, good looking out, bro. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. OG Steve, as usual, what's cracking, Kevin? Good. What's happening, man? Hope you feeling better.
Yeah, what
Seeing
up?
you on here, you gotta be feeling better. So,
Yeah, to be
and you
sitting here.
got that package, right? You got your package the other day, right? Your COVID package, bro. What you say, good?
Oh no, I was saying, seeing how OG Steve was. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
He was doing. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Steve been
That man
going through it.
get better.
Steve been going through it this year, man, but he remained solid. He remained looking out for people with channels. I still see him on Instagram. Good dude right there, man.
Yeah.
Um, Again, I feel bad for Loco, man. I ain't never caught Loco feeling so down before, man. But he
Why you
coming
feel?
off a good show. That show last night was all the way live, man. We had a good time up in there last night.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to leave. I'm like, hold up, give us another hour or two, bro.
Right. Yeah. I set up, and right when we was in the conversation, my son called. I didn't have no charger. As soon as he called, it just went out. Like, oh, by the time I got back on, he was doing his his little interview. But I don't want to see why he down, man. His little site is popping. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He just
I
got to
don't
keep it
remember.
going. And
I don't remember a black LAPD crash officer. Offhand, I can't remember one. The only one I remember was Detective Cade. Oh, Hopkins, you're right. I remember Hopkins. I didn't really have no problems with him, though. That wasn't a guy I ran into a lot. We had, I believe, a Martin that was a sheriff out of Marina Del Rey, and then we had a Martin out of 77. Them dudes always got me, man.
right, yeah, we had we had a homie that was from the south that was on the Pomona police station, but he was there before
What?
my era.
You
Um,
said a homie?
not, I mean, he stayed in the south. He's from the
Oh,
south, and he
okay.
was a Pomona police. It's just slipping my mind right now. I got the Biden syndrome. I'll catch it. I don't want to say another name, and it's not. But a lot of motherfuckers know that he was Pomona PD. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he just really didn't. You know, if you seen him rolling down the street, you just knew if you suspicious he was gonna fuck with you. Other than that, he would just roll past. You know what I'm saying, and let it go. It was more like by the time drugs hit in Pomona, that drug task was was Blondie and Spider Man.
Right.
They was the main motherfuckers that was on every spot that was in the neighborhood. They was around every action like that. I think because I seen Blondie on Cops like shit about 5 6 years ago. I think he a sergeant now. He not in that same thing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, they want to know if you're talking about Freeman.
Freeman is Freeman is he Spider Man or He's one of them too. If they asking that, you know what I'm saying. But if I'm not mistaken, Freeman might be Spider-Man. I can't get which name is which.
All right, I guess Loco changed his mind, man. He coming on. Hey, yeah. We had. I'm pretty sure we had a Martin from the sheriff and the LAPD. Um, I missed a comment though that I was going to address, but whatever. What up, Felton? What up, FJ? What's happening with you, man?
It's crazy about say like in Boys in the Hood, like how the brother cop was.
Hey, what's up?
What up, man?
Hey, ain't nothing. I just wanted to clean up something, man. In the comments, they were saying that don't give up and all that. No, Kev, a lot of y'all came in late, man. My old man is put in hospice. No, it ain't got nothing to do, man. I'm proud of the channel. I'm proud of everything we doing, bro. No, I seen people in the comments. They kind of got a wrong understanding. I think Mr. Goob did too. No, bro. I'm pushing forward, man. I'm just going through some family stuff right now with my pops. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get past that, like Kev said, my nigga. I ain't finna stand here, man. Much love, and I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I try to get it Red, man, but Red out of state. So
oh, she went out of town?
Yeah, I might have to. I think she said she in Dallas.
Yeah, that's where she from.
All right. Yeah, that's where she at. So I might just go on and rock the afro out there to LA, man. I don't know yet.
Man, hey, man, you know, might as well go and rock out. You know, hey, but you finna go out there, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, man. Hey,
I just came back. I just came back like 2 weeks ago. Shit. Went to my mom's house. I showed Kev. I had this. Hey, when I look at the jacket, I say, damn, I was that small back then. But me and my homeboy we had both got New York jackets back in about 83 or 84. You know what I'm saying? Put old English letters on them and shit. Yeah, man. It just, that's the thing. It had to been a few more years later, niggas be like, nigga, where you from? Nigga, neighborhood? What the fuck you got all this New York shit on? You know what I mean? But
yeah, I see.
Tripping at that time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I see a lot of the people in the comment section want to change the subject. Yeah, Jamel Barnes is back online. I would say don't expect the interview, man. That would be hard to pull off an interview with Jamel, especially face to face. But nevertheless, y'all stay on him if y'all want it. Maybe he change his mind. Maybe we could arrange something. But you gotta also be mindful of his mind. Y'all stay on him if y'all want it. Maybe he change his mind. Goob, you got 2 devices on, bro?
Yeah, I just turned it off.
All right. Yeah, you got to be mindful of his state of mind because remember when he was going off on me and Cutes, and when Jimmy Lavender and Honcho had his back, y'all was talking about he had mental issues and leave him alone and people bullying him and all that. So what do you think then changed? Did he get his head right? Did he get some good medicine? Or do y'all just want some type of interview that's going to cause a lot of controversy and don't give you no real history? So that's on you guys to think about that type of shit, bro.
Jamel,
yeah, Loco, it's gonna be all right, man. You know, the main thing, bro, is really just stay strong for your family, man. That's all.
You know that, man. You know I'm gonna do that, bro. Like I say, you know, we're gonna all go through this type of stuff, but you know, you the only one I really, you know, I got at it earlier and let know what's going on. Yeah. It ain't because you always tell me all your shit that you went through. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Is that absolutely.
Yep. But I appreciate y'all, man. But this is something, boy, you can't never get ready for that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you think you're gonna react a certain kind of way, you don't never know until stuff start happening and shit.
That's exactly what I was trying to explain a while back, man. And then too, that's why every now and then I'll say, you can never, and I'm not talking about a death in the family, I'm just talking about in life, you can never really honestly say what you would do if you was in another person's position if you've never been in that position before.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
real talk.
Hey, I never thought, you know what I'm saying, like with my mom's passing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how I was gonna feel or how I was gonna react, or you know what I'm saying, for 5 weeks straight when once the doctors told us it was a matter of time, man. I was out there 5 weeks straight, you know what I'm saying? Um, but you still never get over it.
Never. Not
You know
no,
what I'm
you
saying?
don't, man. For real, you don't.
And it was what make it so hard is for me, that's my only DNA that I know. I don't
Damn.
know my other side of the DNA. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't know if my daddy walked in the room right now. I used to think about that when I was young. This nigga could walk right in the room. I wouldn't know who the hell he was. You know what I'm
Hey man,
saying?
now that you say that, you favor my brother, man. You might be my nephew.
There you go. Yeah. Uh, so
Yeah.
when that part is gone, plus my grandma, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, my step pop side and my mom side is gone. Then was my like saviors, my backup plan. If I ever got into it with my mom's or something, I can go to my grandparents' house. Hey, I got to stay here for a little while. Once they were gone, I was out on my own. Now she gone, like it's time to grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Devil from Lynwood, Pope Street, man. Hey, if you watching, bro, holla at me. And maybe we don't have to do it on live. Maybe we could do it in person, bro. Yeah, there go Big Devil right there. Yeah, Big Devil, hit me up, bro. I'm gonna type in my email and let's see if we could pull it off face to face, bro. If not, then we'll just go ahead and do it live. Go ahead, Goob.
Oh yeah. No, I was just talking about that DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Your dog is your best friend.
So now, you know what I'm saying, it's all about uh, uh, my kids. Shit. I mean, and anybody in Louisiana, if you in by not New Orleans, but what's my daughter got a restaurant out there, wing spot right down the street from LSU. Y'all need to check it out if y'all in Louisiana, man. That's my oldest daughter. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the restaurant, Big O?
It's wing spot, wing stop.
Oh, Wingstop. Okay.
Well, Sheriff patrol LA County, and the city is patrolled by the local police department. So if you're referring to something like Compton, what happened was Compton Police Department got disbanded for corruption. So LA County takes over Compton and any other jurisdiction that loses it to the police, loses their police department.
And everybody's saying the kid, yeah, it's Baton Rouge. She in Baton, right down the street from LSU.
All right.
Yeah. And then the one right up under her, she just got voted in for the legislation for a legislator for Arizona. You know what I'm saying? She's like the bottom. She's starting at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But she's basically on with the end of well, she went in with the NAACP because she's president of the junior in NAACP. Yeah.
And y'all don't have no Pomona department no more, police department?
Shit. Yeah, we still got Pomona PD. I don't, the sheriffs wasn't in Pomona. If they are, that's something different. I still see when I go out there and go to mom's house or something, I still see Pomona PD. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not too far into their divisions of how they change the police or whatever, but we ain't never had sheriffs in Pomona. I mean, they'll come from outskirts, I think it's Claremont Sheriffs. No, Claremont PD. But yeah, we didn't have sheriffs.
Hey, say, before, real quick, I talked to One Punch earlier. Man, that's for some reason this is beginning to craze in prisons. Everybody's watching you in prison. On yards everywhere, especially out here in Texas. We got some Damus, man. We got a Damu cat named Roro out of Dallas. I done heard of him too. He's been locked up over 20 calendars already, and he's gonna come live from the penitentiary and give us a great interview. I forgot what Cuz said he's from, what city he's from, but we got some Damus willing to get, they ready to get their story out there too, man. That's down here.
Yeah. You got to get that out. But look, and you know quite a few.
Yeah.
From what you was telling me when I was out there.
Yeah, just got to really move around. I want the right ones,
Yeah, you got to tap into that. You told me you know the right ones, so yeah, tap into that however you can, if you can. Keith Claus said, yeah, they still got Pomona PD. So I don't know what dude was talking about.
Yeah, I had never seen the sheriffs, and you might get the sheriffs in Walnut or Covina and something like that, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't really cities at them times. They were new coming up cities, but Pomona always had Pomona PD, and they was a cold piece of work.
Policing really got bad or bad again when they started hiring all them Filipino and Hispanic officers, man, with the bald heads. They turned up. They really are like a gang, my nigga. A gang with a badge, homie. They come through gang banging and they know the lingo and they know everything.
Oh yeah, they took they emphasis off whatever LAPD. They was doing the same type of shit. Pick you up and take you over to what I'm saying, the opposition side, man, and just drop you off because you ain't saying whatever. They're gonna get you the way they want to, threaten you.
Right.
They were no different. Pomona at one time they had like a 98 or 99% conviction rate. Pomona was gonna get you either way. They was gonna make you take the deal. You know what I'm saying? Or they was gonna stretch you out. It's how you work with them fucking with Pomona. You know what I mean? Because they conviction rate was they was gonna get you one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't think it's no debate that black cops around LA always been the worst, because the worst white cop, the black cop is gonna try to be him. And like Ice Cube said, he gonna show out for him. But at a certain point, or maybe I was just getting older, the black sheriff, they stopped being so bad and stopped doing it so wrong. So I don't think they as bad as they used to be. But hey, I'm older. I don't move like I used to move, so I don't really know.
Right. I remember.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. And in so many words, that's what I was saying. The bald head ones, man. The bald head cops, man. They act just like Southsiders, homie. They racist. Right. And they know everything. They know the lingo. They know about the sets. They know your enemy. They know everything. They way more educated than the police that was coming around trying to gather intel back in the day. They don't have to gather intel no more like they used to because they grow up in the culture.
You would think that the way it is that they put them in them positions just for that fact. You know, like the mafia used to put motherfuckers in certain positions up in the higher ups. Maybe they think we'll put them in the position of the police to get them off, you know.
And I seen on the news
because they act the same fucking way.
I seen on the news last night before I went to sleep. I guess after Loco's Live, or maybe before Loco's Live, somewhere around there. I seen on the news where they said that LA sheriff may be involved in gangs. And so I Googled it to read the article, and it was a YouTube video. So I go to the YouTube video, and I hit them with, "What do you mean may be part of gangs? Like they don't say that about us."
Right.
If we get pulled over or catch a case, they gonna say Mr. Goob, gang member from Pomona, gang member. You know, they don't give us the benefit of the doubt. They want them hard titles so you can get harsh punishment.
But they do us like that in almost everything. It's just like did you see the sheriff of that the town in Georgia after dude killed them 8 people and say, oh, he was just having a bad day. You know
right.
What I'm saying? What kind of shit? If we would have did some shit like that, he's a monster. You know, we a monster or something.
Yeah. What is FOB, cowboy? You know what FOB is, Kev?
Nah.
Me either.
Shit, I'm trying to think of what it is. I think I've seen it before though.
Maybe he made fresh off the boat.
I'm looking at
Silverton. I don't. Yeah, Kev. It's a Silverton.
I don't know yet because I was trying to talk to you. Listen, real quick.
The Silverton calling you?
Yeah, she said the Silverton.
So the Silverton.
If he got it downstairs.
What a hood was a cat from who shot them
If I don't know if they have hotels where the casino is, but if you walk out the hotel, it's right there.
Oh, yeah. See, I want to just go down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's cooler because it's not crowded. It's very calm, cool people. Besides.
Right. I like my little spot out here, man. It don't be that many people up in it. Go right in, get your little bet. Because when I went to California a couple weeks ago, man, I was trying to find where I can bet on the horses, man. Everything is shut down. Pomona Fairgrounds was shut down. The Orange Show in San Bernardino was shut down. I would have had to go to Santa Anita just to bet. I was like, damn.
Hey, American Negro, what exactly is the Bass Pro Shops? Is that for fishing or what? What's going on there, man?
Bass Pro Shop is fishing, homie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But what do they do in there, though? Why so many people go in there and don't come out with nothing? Do they fish inside? Or they just sell stuff?
I thought shit, they might just be paying for their dues or some shit. I thought Bass Shop was for everything hunting or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought it was like guns and all hunting gear and everything.
You got an interview coming?
Yeah, he said he'd come in 10 minutes, but I don't know. I wanted to try to get it in person, but if not, we'll go live.
Hey, bro. Hit me tomorrow sometime when you get to moving around, my nigga. Man, Mr. Goob, much love to you, man. Macheads and Maniacs, I appreciate y'all. Respect and everything, man. But y'all will see
Are
me
you
tomorrow.
out, Loco?
We're gonna be, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? My mind ain't here, man. So
All
much
right.
love.
Much condolences
Yeah.
to you, bro.
All right, bro.
Hit me tomorrow, cuz.
All right.
All right.
All right, later.
Yeah.
Man, Cutes was trying. I guess Cutes want to come on, but I don't know what the hell we doing.
uh, was Loco having a show tomorrow or something? Or he didn't know?
Huh?
I was asking, was Loco having a show or something tomorrow?
Oh no, he said he wasn't gonna do no show because of what he going through.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, so many. But I think they another thing, man. What you think about them opening up everything
It's
for
different.
this
The
summer?
bars and restaurants are open out here now.
Yeah,
But to see a crowd again is different. It's more turned up. It's more like normal living again, but more like a party atmosphere right now.
right, right.
Which I don't know if that's good or bad for COVID. We'll find out though.
Yeah, you know, you got so many people that took the vaccine. You know, the thing that kind of what I'm hearing is they don't know what the new variant. If a person that had it before, because I think a lot of people are thinking, if I got it now, I can't get it. That might be the problem with people not wearing the mask because they didn't got the vaccine, or they thinking I got it, I can't get it again. So we'll know in a few months, because that's what we trying to talk to my family about having our family picnic this year. Will we be able to have it in May? Because we had it for like what 40 something years until last year was our year that we didn't have it. But if everybody gonna be out with no mask, because right now I just see too many people with no mask, no nothing.
Right.
If it's gonna jump, we'll know in a few months. I mean, yeah, a couple months we'll know. If it was a bad thing for these cities or states,
Right.
because Arizona, they don't care, but certain stores like Costco and all that, oh, you ain't getting in there without a mask. Period. You ain't even gonna be able to shop.
Right.
I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I can do something this summer, at least get out. But I guess you're gonna have to do it your own way. Like you going to Cali, shit, you just gonna be safe on what you doing in Cali, whether they wear a mask or not.
Mm-hmm. Cute's laying in bed, topless. Oh man, come on, keep claws. Why he couldn't be sitting on his weight bench, man? Kale Max mask looked like a gas mask from a zombie apocalypse. Just extra protection.
Ask Keith Claus what do you remember about the last game he played in the NBA?
Say that again.
Keith Claus, what is the last thing he remembered about the last game he played in the NBA.
Wait, somebody said is Melvin Farmer and Alex Alonso locked up? I don't know. Where at? I looked up Melvin Farmer and he's not in LA County Jail. Why would Alex Alonso be locked up? What the hell did Alex Alonso get accused of doing? Shit, I might be next if they got Alonso, the professor that works in the courts and got a hell of a
Right.
catalog of interviews. If he's locked up, USC graduate, I know I'm in trouble.
For
What the
sure.
hell is going on?
Right.
This nigga put a bad tag on Alex, man. Don't do that.
That was be some TMZ type shit. Get that nigga
What?
for that.
One of his lives he just did saying that?
I didn't get that.
Man, what the hell's going on around here?
Oh, that was Noodles Capone said that.
Go on, tell us a story real quick, Goob.
What?
He said,
story?
what? Yeah, while I look up Alex.
Okay. Let me think of a good one. Hold on 1 second.
He played me, but all right, hold up, huh? Yeah, they faking the funk for sure. Pac-10 doing good, man.
I like UCLA in this myself.
They play tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they play tomorrow.
I think USC play tomorrow too.
Who
They
you
say
think? What'd you say?
They said give us a one about Indian Hill Mall.
They used to have this place called shit. There I go with a Biden moment again. The Milky Way, right? It used to be an arcade place called the Milky Way. I would say this for a nigga I found out he rest in peace, man. A nigga from Sintown, Dirt, right? So Dirt was one of they big niggas from Sim. So me and my homie Squid, rest in peace. We talking to two of our homegirls that went to school with us. So Dirt and two of his homeboys walk up, and Dirt walks behind my homie Carl and just stand behind him. So he turn around like, homie, what's up? He say, Dirt turn around and say, man, my two homies right there need $1. So we say, huh? He say, man, my two homies back here, but they standing a little ways behind him. So my homie Squid say, hey, what tell the niggas to come over here and get it? You know what I'm saying? So Dirt look at us, turn around. They huddled up like a basketball team. Dirt talking to both the two little young niggas. So it's two of us, it's three of them. So he come back, he say, man, my homie want $1 from you, and they want $1 from you. So both of us look at each other and say, well, tell them to come over here and get it. Our two homegirls, which they was a year younger than us, they like, oh, y'all don't start no trouble. Y'all don't start no trouble. We like, nah, we just telling them come get it. So he walked back to them. Should I say make a long story short? Okay, make a long story short. The niggas don't come and get the dollars if niggas just walk. But they hit us up and they do everything on their way out, but they never come and get them. So that's a story that was in the mall. I don't got no other story. I can't go farther than that.
All right. Hey, when Devil come on, I want you to go out until Devil finish.
Okay.
No, wait till he come on. Wait till he come on.
Okay.
That way when I cut this video, I can make Pope Street have their own.
Right.
There we go.
For sure. But I got another one that's kind of funny, man. Oh.
Up on there.
What up, Devil?
All right.
What's up with you?
Nothing much. What's up, man? You got that Pope history for us?
Oh yeah, I got it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The best of my knowledge, I got it.
All right, let's hear it. You need me to ask you some questions, or you gonna give it to me from the beginning?
Shit, whatever questions you need to ask.
All right. Well, first let's start with where was you born and raised at?
I was born and raised in Gardena, but I was raised up in LA, shit, Compton, Watts, all over the place, really.
All right. So when did you lived in Lynwood at some point?
Yeah, I moved to Lynwood in '86.
Okay.
I moved off of Stanford and Rosecrans. You know, I grew up with Slick.
Okay.
From the knowledge of it. Yeah, we grew up together as kids and shit, and I moved to Lynwood from over there.
All right. What so in '86, how old was you?
Oh shit. Am I still on there?
Yeah, you on here.
I was probably like about 14.
What junior high school did you go to when you moved to Lynwood?
I went to Hostley.
And then high school?
Lynwood.
Okay, Lynwood High.
Yeah, to the old Lynwood on Bullets and Carlin.
Right. Okay, when does Pope Street come in, or where did you know where did you first find out about gangs?
When I first found out about gangs, this was way back in like 1980, 81, 82, when I lived on 92nd and Hoover, right there across the street from Bret Hart. That's the first time I ever heard of a gang, Crip, or anything. And they was claiming 9-0 right there in the apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? I was a little young kid, but I wasn't, you know, I always kept my ears glued to the streets.
Right. So when you get over to Lynwood, tell me about Pope Street. When did you find out about them? How'd they come about?
All right, so I moved in these apartment complexes right there on Wright Road. You know, we was the first tenants in there. It was an apartment complex with about 11 units, and we was the first family to move in. And then the second family to move in was a family they were from Corner Pocket, Jay and Fess. Jay, rest in peace. And then you know, everybody moved in there. But the first dude I met from Pope Street was my homeboy Lil Hitman. You know what I'm saying? When I met him, he was a character, always telling these crazy stories. You know, he was a little older than me, so you know, us as kids and him as a teenager, you know, we kind of listened to him. But I didn't believe his stories off the back because, you know, it was just too animated for me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was the first person that took me on Pope Street, you know what I'm saying, to meet the big homies.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So they was established already. Do you know what year?
Yeah, they came out in 1975.
All right.
When they first came out, they came out as Pope Street Hustlers first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then in 1976, they was Pope Street Hustler Crips. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the co-founders was Tiny Mike, S Money, both Freak Daddy, which they all brothers. And then my homeboy Time Bomb, Pete Dog, rest in peace. My homeboy Big Boy, rest in peace. Big Rome. You know, that's all the co-founders right there, first generation.
I see you've been doing your history with your homies.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't just been, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be claiming a gang and banging it and don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be asking questions. I want to know who's who, what's what. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 46, so
right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I was right off the porch. You know, I was always in the shit over there.
Right.
Have my hands in everything.
Right. So in the immediate area, who are y'all cool with and who y'all not cool with?
Our allies, close allies in Lynwood was Palm Oaks. You know what I'm saying? And then outside the city was 7th Street Watts, and then Santana's. You know what I mean? And then right next to us, you got the Cross Atlantics. They right on the side of us, and then you got the Lynwood neighborhoods right in front of us. You know what I mean? That's our rivals right there.
What high school did Cross Atlantic go to?
They went to Lynwood. A couple of them went to the Wood. You know, I got to give it to the Cross Atlantics because to be the only Pyro gang in Lynwood, and then you're going to Lynwood High. You know, High was just, you know, it's flooded with Crips. You know what I'm saying? They held their own pretty good back then.
You don't get Mob Pyro Lynwood?
Nah, they was the Compton. You know, I didn't really run across no mobs. Not at Lynwood High.
Right.
Not when I was going there.
Who was the dominant gang in Lynwood when you was there?
Neighborhoods.
And y'all don't get along with them?
Nah. They was you know, back when I was going to school, we was cool. You know, when I went to junior high and high school, you know, us and the Lynwood hoods was cool. We wasn't that tight, but we was cool. I was cool with a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of crazy when the war kicked off with us because, you know, going to school, junior high, going to high school, graduating with these dudes, and then right out of high school, you know, the war kick off. So now I'm gunning at the niggas that, you know, I smoked my first joint with, you know what I'm saying? Pitch quarters with, you know what I'm saying? Shoot dice in the bathroom, setting up trash cans on fire and shit, you know what I'm saying? Having dress contests with these dudes wearing the Mr. Big Stuff shirts and the cross cords and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now we gunning at each other. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy.
Man, yeah, that happens a little too often in the county of LA, man.
Yeah. And then to be so close, you know what I'm saying? We all went to the same, you know, we all went to the same gas stations. We all went to the same stores and shit. I mean, not liquor stores, but they had their store, we had our store. But we all, you know, the same community. Lynwood is small. So everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know everybody. So you know.
You got over 30 years in. What's up with 211?
211, they came out probably in like in the early, like in the 90s. Like in the 90s sometime. They cool though. I know a couple of them. They the homies.
All right. But they're a Crip gang, right? Or they mixed?
They're Crip gang. Some say criminal, some say Crip. But the ones that's my age that I went to school with, you know what I'm saying? They Crippin'. Niggas like D and all that.
Yeah, because I've heard of them a lot, but I've never ran across one. And a lot of people I talked to never ran across them either.
That's why
I asked.
Yeah. They're right there by Lynwood Park.
Yeah.
Right up in that little section right there.
Right. Let's see. Much love and respect to the Lynwood neighborhoods, not cross. What up? What it do, Kim Mac, this big Gator from Swamp. Hey, what's up, Gator? Holla at me, bro.
I can't even see the chest.
I'm gonna put my hey, Cutes, I'm gonna let you in. I was trying to get some of this Pope Street history. Yeah, I posted my email address, Gator. Hit me up. All right, go ahead, Devil. I didn't mean to stop you.
So 211 school. But with my generation, when we came aboard, we didn't consider ourselves hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was the format, you know, the big homies, you know, making money and all that shit. We didn't consider ourselves hustlers. So we took the H off and we started calling ourselves Post Street Crips.
Right.
You know, not to disrespect the G homies or, you know, disrespect the code. Just our generation didn't feel that we was real true hustlers to the game like that. So, you know, we put our own stamp on our own identity.
Yeah, that usually happened to hustle gangs though. We call it taking that leap, man. Just just dedicated to Crip or whatever you're gonna claim. You know, like, bro, you know, when you take that leap, you ain't looking for no passes. You serious about your Crip now.
Right. And that's what we wanted. We wanted that respect. We wanted that dominance. We wanted that fear that, you know, that everybody else was getting, you know what I mean? And so we just went on with it like that.
Right. What's up, Cutes?
I was listening. I was listening to the brother tell the history. I like listening to good history like this. It's really, it's
What up,
cool,
Q?
man. How you doing? How you doing, my brother? I used to go to Lynwood Park and jump on the diving board and go
Oh
down the
yeah,
slide in the pool. So they would run
yeah,
me out of there. Yeah,
yeah. It's
so the relationship to Lynwood, Watts, and Los Angeles and Compton has always been real close. And
yeah,
I'm just glad eventually that the brothers, got their piece of the pie down there, because when we ran all the white people out of South Central and then they ran themselves up out of Compton, they kind of settled over there in Lynwood. They had
yeah,
that area for a long time. And
yeah,
then we finally moved out down up in there. So I'm glad you brothers, migrated down there, because the real estate down there is just a little better from the surrounding areas.
yeah,
So, I mean, the park was nice, I
yeah,
mean, I used to enjoy going, sneaking in there, indoor pool, outside the
yeah.
sportsman park. But you said you had moved down in the Shotgun neighborhood down there in Gardena?
Yeah, my pop stayed on Perchy, right there on Perchy and Rosecrans.
Oh,
So
cool.
I stayed right up in there for a couple of years with my pops and said off and on
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
Every time I was on the run, I went to Gardena. You know what I'm saying? I felt safe right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Them
Yeah,
Lynwood sheriffs was no joke.
so
well, they got their own. They had their own little gang too.
Oh yeah, the Vikings. I already know. Yeah, they used to be on it. They the one kept a lot of shit going on right there in the city. You know what I mean? Especially when we went to war, when we started beefing with them dudes over there. They kept a lot of shit going. You know what I'm saying? They used to come over there and make jokes and crack jokes about certain incidents that took place the night before. You know what I'm saying? They used to come and write on our walls. You know what I mean? The apartment complex
They
I
were,
lived in,
yeah, they were real foul.
yeah, the apartment complex I lived in was called the Hideaway. If anybody in Lynwood, that's close to that know about our section knew that, what I'm saying, the Hideaway was our stronghold for the baby gangsters for my clique. So they used
Cool.
to come up they used to come and write on the walls. They write big old NAC on the walls. But what they was doing was putting my homie names underneath the NAC. They'd put, like if my homies was T-Bone, they'd put, instead of putting T-Bone, they'd just put Bone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting a J-Dog, they'll put Dog. And we was like, I know they ain't creeping over here like that. 'Cause we were up all through the night. You know what I'm saying? Police was doing that shit. They didn't give a fuck about us killing each other and shooting each other. They pull up and start laughing. But
wow.
as teenagers, you know what I'm saying, we thinking it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Now that I look back on it, that shit wasn't cool. They let you walk to the store with AKs and choppers, and I wasn't seeing no police until 4-5 niggas get shot, and then they come around and what's the score? What's the score now? 2-3, 2-1, and
Wow.
shit like that. Or they come on their little paddy wagon and they'd do sweeps. They'd take 10, 15 homies to jail, and they'd go over there and take 10, 15 in hoods, and then put us right cell by cell at the Alameda station when that shit opened up, and let us just get at each other.
Man.
And they'd just sit back and just listen in to what we saying. You know what I'm saying? Making sure, trying to see if anybody going to incriminate themselves.
Right. Yeah, that's
You know
one
what
of
I'm
their old tactics.
Yeah.
And when y'all went from hustler to Crip, did the violence escalate? Did y'all start losing more homies than before or not?
Yeah, start losing more homies. Because we changed in like 89, 90. So from 89, 90 to now, we lost about 12, 13 homies.
Was it ever any point where y'all made a second guess adding Crip to it?
No, it was always Post Street Hustler. It was Post Street Hustler, then Post Street Hustler Crip. And then we just took the Hustler
Took
out.
the H
It was
out.
Post Street
Right.
Crip.
Gotcha.
So, we never second guessed it. We just, shit, I embraced it, me. You know what I mean? Because I was always one of the homies, like, I was on the forefront, what I'm saying, on the front line every time something was going on. I wasn't living in nobody else's hood and claiming the set. I was living in the hood. I grew up in the hood. And anytime something was going on, I make sure I was right there on the front line with the homies.
As a gang in Lynwood, are you guys considered big or small compared to Compton gangs?
Compared to Compton gangs, we probably consider small. You know what I'm saying? Compared, because there's some big Compton gangs out there, some big Comptons out there, but to be considered small, we always held our own. You know what I'm saying? Just in the words of Swallow from Palmano, we ain't no knockoff. We ain't no knockoff Crips. But we always held our own, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever came over there and took nothing from us. Ain't ran us up out our spot. Ain't never ran us up out the hood. You know what I'm saying? We held ours down with, the homies we had.
Compared to other Lynwood gangs, what would you say the size is?
We up there with the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? We got some numbers.
Yeah. What was I going to ask you? Damn, I forgot what I was about to ask you. Compton, Lynwood. Damn. Oh, when y'all said for a small gang, y'all held your own. Most smaller gangs pretty much always hold their own, man, because it's really harder for you guys to get ambushed, but it's easier for you guys to put in work on bigger gangs because it's people slipping everywhere.
Right.
Somebody hanging out. And then smaller gangs tend to band together more, whereas big gangs separate, branch off, and start going against each other.
Right. Especially when it's time to, like you say, especially when it's time to put in some work. When you small, you can recognize who the busters is. Instead of having 100 niggas and only 5 niggas gonna shoot and kill, the rest of the niggas gonna run or tell. I'd rather have 10 niggas that's gonna shoot, all 10. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or all 5 niggas gonna go in the car and we gonna, really to gun it out to the death,
Right. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, man, if you got 5 shooters all in the same era, that's a lot, man. That's putting in work. If you could get 2 cars, just 2 separate cars of shooters, man, you own. Because the average frontliner that's putting in work don't really last a lot of years because either he gonna end up in prison, end up dead, or he gonna have being the one that always go on all the missions.
Right.
He gonna take a step back.
Yeah. It was like shit on our side when it was time to go on a mission. We used to have to tell niggas, wait, you gonna go on the next wave. You know what I'm saying? We gotta kick niggas out the car because everybody down ready to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need to go over there, 5, 6 cars, 5, 6 cars deep. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go on the next wave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's a trip, man. What was y'all doing during the 92 treaty? Was y'all part of that?
Yeah, I had just got out of camp. I got out of camp on April 7th of 92. So that shit kicked off on the 29th. We had a Lynwood Crip meet at Washington Elementary School with us, the Lynwood Hoods and the Palmanos. But that we wasn't beefing with them at that point. It was just a couple of little incidents that took place. So we was really trying to, see where their head was and try to squash these little small flames before it escalate. You know what I'm saying? So we went over there to the Palmanos first to see what, did they get the same invite? You know what I'm saying? And let them know that, hey, anything crack off, we ride with y'all against them. Mm-hmm. So, then back to, I'm 17 years old. So, I'm young, wild, burner on me. So we go to the Washington Elementary School, jump over the gate. It's about 20, 30 of them, about 10, 15 of us, 20 Palmanos, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have no say. So I was a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I was just told, when I get the call, just whip out and get the shooting. Right. So, I didn't feel that peace treaty. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm just gonna stand back and just wait. And I really want this shit to crack off. That's what I was thinking to myself. You know what I'm saying? But once I started seeing them dudes over there, dudes I went to school with, it's like, I ain't seen you since high school. I'm fresh out of camp. So, we shaking hands and embracing, but it ain't no smiles, because I'm already knowing, give it another week, another month. We finna be at y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's finna go down. And we left that day. You know what I'm saying? Did nothing get solved. We left that day. Then we had a bigger peace treaty at Lynwood Park, and that's when Cross Atlantis came up there. You had the Lime Hoods, you had the Elm Streets, you had a bunch of even the 60s came up there. And it was a big old peace treaty, dice games cracking, but the police didn't let it happen. They broke it up. Fight. So a little squabble got kicked off, so they broke it up. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nobody up there giving us no direction on how to solve these issues in the city, right?
Right.
So just like when we went to the projects, I went to the Nickerson Gardens. It's about 3,000 niggas out there dancing and drinking. I'm dancing. I'm young, silver satin, and walking around banging on niggas. I asked niggas where they from, this and that. But it wasn't no sense of direction. That's why I don't think it worked. The Watts gangs came together. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work. Months later, it worked.
It's kind of crazy to me that at 17, you already seen the play that it wasn't going to last more than a month.
Yeah. Because I walking around, I'm like, shit, ain't nobody talking about nothing. I'm seeing niggas I was in camp with, like, oh, what's up, homie? Woo. Oh, what's up? Look at my nigga right there. Look at my nigga right there. What's happening? You just got out? Yeah, I'm out. And then it's like, shit, what we doing up here? You got some weed? I got some weed. We smoking, drink, get blowed, and shit, I don't remember seeing nothing. I don't remember hearing nobody saying nothing.
Well, that's what it was, though. Everybody went there to party, have a drink, bust a bitch, and smoke some weed. And so that's part of the reason. And another reason is just a bunch of wild dudes that was happy to be able to party and don't have to worry about murder and all that. And it wasn't no older dude taking initiative to come up with a play for everybody to be on the same page.
Right. Because when we went to that Lynwood Crip meeting, that first one, the Ian Hoods wanted to talk to one of my G homies, my homie Tiny Mike, because Tiny Mike at that time, he was the main homie over there. But you know what I'm saying, he don't do no talking. So he was like, nah, I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that. You know what I mean? So I guess they took it as a sign of sign of us saying, fuck this peace treaty shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it was on and cracking about a month later. It was on. It wasn't no stopping it.
Back when y'all was still Hustler Crips, did y'all have a color? Did y'all sport green or not?
No, powder blue was our color.
Y'all always been powder blue?
Always powder blue.
Yeah.
From the gate.
Cuse, I see you trying to drink healthy, bro.
Yeah, I made a mistake and got this damn alkaline water. It tastes like some tonic or some bullshit. So since I got it, I said I might as well drink all of it. Tastes like that shit you put in batteries to make the batteries dance.
It's that good water.
That's the good water, Cutes.
I used to cut alcohol. I used to cut strong alcohol with this water. But I was a drinker. I poured in there. And they would, when you put this kind of water in alcohol, it makes it go through your brain faster.
Intensifies it.
Yeah, that's what. And we didn't even know what we were doing. We just saw the old dudes do it, like uncles and shit. So we started doing it, and we noticed that you would get lifted quicker.
Mm-hmm.
You get the buzz. Hey, you were saying that once you guys had that peace treaty, when the president and all the people start showing us a little concern after neglecting the cities for so long, and then once they derived at a peace treaty, they didn't have nothing to go forward. You were saying you guys would show up for the functions to show that we all can get along, but there was nothing, to go forward. There was no job training. There was nothing other than the little money that they gave to certain people, and they were supposed to share it with other people just so they would come to a meeting and discuss going forward. but going forward never really happened. I think, and I was locked up during this time, so I'm just, giving it an educated guess. And I'm thinking that, the reason it didn't go forward is because, the mindset was like, maybe somebody's going to come up with the idea, or maybe the idea is just lingering and it's going to be presented later on. Maybe everybody was thinking someone else was going to have the idea and then it was going to happen. But in the meantime, let's party, let's get high, let's smoke, let's dance, let's enjoy it now because LA, Compton, Watts, Lynwood, Gardena, Pasadena, everything's open up to us. Blood and Crips, we can just go anywhere, and not worry about getting busted on by each other. But in the meantime, shit was starting to happen again. Things were starting to build up again, animosities, and before you know it, we was right back where we started from.
Yeah, but you can't forget what Big Devil said. The police played a big part of that too.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna always get the and I don't give them credit for shit, but they're gonna always get, that they shit starters, when it comes to 1729, all of them gang units, they get paid because we're out there, so they're not going to do anything to try to enlighten someone to do something better. They're not going, they want to keep this shit started so they can get overtime, they can hire more people, they can get funded. They're not going to give us a solution to our problem.
Absolutely.
Our problem is their biggest gift.
Yeah, because as a youth, I don't ever remember anybody coming up to the school, Hostler, Lynwood, even Vista. I went to Vista too. I went to Satellite, Continuation in Lynwood. I don't remember anybody coming up there trying to, a spokesperson for the city of Lynwood, gang unit, anybody trying to give us a different direction to go in. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's motivated. Nobody's motivated to help us. And all they want to do is come together to make new laws, spend money to build more prisons, make juvenile hall bigger. Their whole thing is to lock us up and throw away the key. They want because they know the human being only lives so long, so they just want to lock us up and throw away the key.
They was the big promoters of gang violence. It was a time where the gang unit used to pull up, OSS, they'd pull up and jump out on us with their cameras and camcorders, and they'd line us up and everything, and they'd tell you how good you look. Oh, man, y'all look nice over here. Oh, y'all dressed in black. Y'all look like a military. I mean, you tell us some 15 and 16-year-olds that, what's that's going to do? Go to our head like, oh, yeah, they know what's up with us. Yeah, we down. Oh, look at all you. They know you by your first and last name and everything. Oh, what's up, Devil? What's up, Lowdown? What's up, Dreamer? What's up? You know what I mean? And then what's up with the manhoods? Y'all tearing them up. Y'all tore them up last night or some shit like that, And
the first stage of manipulation is to take a young man who doesn't have a father, has been neglected all of his life with little attention, and give him any kind of attention, whether it's good attention or negative attention, and just some attention feel better than no attention at all. So they knew that psychology was going to immerse us even deeper in our criminality and our hoodsterness. They knew what they were doing was just adding more fuel to our fire, because we're the ones that ended up getting burnt, not them. We were the ones who were lining up the cemeteries, the morgues, the hospitals through our misdirection, through our hatred, through our frustration.
Because all my homeboys that's my age and a little younger than me, it's probably like one or two of us that had a father in their house.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that had a father in their house, you know what I'm saying? They had a little structure about themselves. They had to be in the house at a certain time, you know what I mean, or whatever. But
I heard you say you were 16 and I heard you say you were 14 in 1986. In 1986, I had already been inside a prison 10 years. And when you said that, when you said that, I was just thinking, I was like, wow, when I left the street, this cool brother was 4 years old. So most of the fathers were locked up.
Right.
And the other
Yeah.
half of them were probably dead. So it's like when I was a kid, they sent all the kids to Vietnam, so there was no one to give us good direction either, because we were left to our own demise. And Hollywood's example of manipulating us through the movies, the cinema, showing us this lifestyle, different lifestyles, and there was no training either, no jobs. So that's why this history keeps repeating itself. It repeats itself because we got to get our own solution, because the powers that be, they want to keep us stuck in this web. And then they just feed us to the graveyard, to the penitentiary, and to the asylums and homelessness. So that's the cycle of the inner city.
Hey, let me say this. Where I come from, my particular area, and even when my brother moved on the east side, Low Bottoms, with my father, and this don't go for me, but for a lot of people, they had their father in the house. A lot of them had 2-parent households. It's just that you get sucked up in this gang madness, man. It
could be your environment.
Yeah, it was so popular.
Well, somewhere along the way, all the guys that I knew, I had 2 parents. All the guys but my father died when I was 10. But my mother, she was stable. She was a college graduate, Pepperdine University, master's degree. But the thing is, Kev, is that when you become a young man, and you in them streets, and you around other young men that are doing it the hard way, sometimes you want to groove with them. You be like, shit, man, this dude's rolling hard. I want to chill with them.
Yeah.
So our street influence was sometimes more persuasive than their family influence.
Yeah, without question.
And like you say, Hollywood. I remember when Colors came out in '88. I caught the bus. Me and my homies caught the bus to Laundry 6 movie theater. I snuck out the house and caught the bus with the homies up there. And that movie right there did something to me, because, when I first joined the set, I wasn't no gang banger. I was just claiming the gang. You know what I mean? But when I seen the movie with them guns and that activity level, that's what made me like, you know what? I want that power right there. You know what I mean? I want that respect, that fear right there. So I'm gonna have to raise
You can't tell me that Sean Penn didn't know that making that bullshit ass movie wasn't gonna have a negative effect, just like Cheech and Chong, Superfly, the Mac. You can't tell me that these, concubine white motherfuckers didn't know that these movies were going to be impressionable in some young minds and lead them astray. In Sacramento, as soon as the movie let out, a youngster had a rag tied around his head. He had never gangbanged a day in his life, other than from what he saw in that movie screen. And when he left out the theater with that rag on his head, he got shot to death. And he was no more than 14 years old. And he was trying to relive something he saw on the bright silvery screen that had deadly consequences.
Absolutely. Look,
and when they made that movie, they didn't represent nobody that was locked up. They didn't give no money to the mothers who lost kids to senseless gang violence. They took all of that money and put it in their own bank accounts. So they didn't care about their negative influence on our youth. They didn't care about the dying, the killing. They just saw an opportunity to manipulate the situation.
Right. Escalated. Because the line was wrapped around the building.
Yeah. When Colors came out, I was in the county jail. And I got a letter that, or I don't know if I got a letter or I made a phone call, but a couple of my close homies that got shot that night, opening night of Colors. And that made me like, damn, I was happy to be in jail, because I would have been right there with him. It could have been me that got shot.
I never saw the movie. and I never wanted to see it. And the reason why I never wanted to see it is because I knew when they were talking about it, I knew that it was gonna be all bad. I knew they wasn't making a good movie. I knew they was making a bad movie, and they were trying to make the cops look cool and make us look some damn fools. So I already knew it. I already knew how they were gonna do it. But you know what? Whatever they do to instigate this shit and what they continue to do, one day there's gonna be a hereafter. And all of the Bloods and all the Crips that went in on each other and went on each other hard, I guarantee you they're not gonna be in hell.
Mm-hmm. Even when Menace Society came out, by the time Menace Society came out, shit, I was already up and moved up in ranks by the time that movie came out. But that one too. I mean, a lot of the movies, you know what I mean? They influence people. You know what I mean? Especially these youngsters.
You know why they quit showing all of those motorcycle movies, them Hell's Angel movies, all of them biker movies that they used to show? Because it used to influence white people. So they said, hey, we got to quit influencing our youth to go this way. So they just quit showing those movies. So then they said, okay, let's just start making black exploitation movies. Let's start making Mexican exploitation movies. They made Sons of Anarchy, and they put up with that long as they could. But look at the negative influence that posed on a group of people. You know, so they know what they do. But see, Hollywood gives a lot of money to the police department. So they could dictate, well, lock these guys up. After the Westwood killing, they went in on hard on South Central. They went in on hard on the 60s. They went on hard on whatever groups they thought was responsible for that. And all of that money that they got, that they receive money from Hollywood to do a lot of that stuff. You know, but they don't want to come down, and they don't want to help us, you know, because the solutions. What you say, brother?
They don't put that money back in the community. None of that.
No, they never do.
Put that money in their pocket. They don't give a damn about that.
So that's why we come on this station to try and, you know, uplift the people, man. You know, and we want the youngsters to know that they don't got to go in on each other hard like they've been doing, because they've been killing each other out there. You know, this shit is crazy, man. It ain't no love like it used to be in them neighborhoods. No. It's crazy, man.
Hey, Q.
And war,
Go ahead, Devil.
No, I was saying war ain't never good. No, everybody lose in war.
Everybody lose.
Everybody lose, especially your community. The innocent people that's in your community, they lose. The kids, you know, you rob them of their childhood. You know, they can't even come outside and ride a bike on Christmas morning.
Hey, man, we had Hunchy from A-Tray Gangster. Hunchy came on the show, and he said something about the 60 and the A-Tray War. And what he said was profound, man. And I was like, wow, Hunchy said that. And it made it put, you know, where the craziness lied at. Hunchy said, who won the war? Nobody won the war. All the dead people are in the ground. What do you mean who won the war?
Yeah,
everybody who died lost.
Yeah.
And everybody who was left behind and had loved ones are grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what Hunchy said. Hunchy made all the clear sense in the world. Yeah. Then you had this other dude from Denver, not from Denver Lanes. They had this other dude from APB, and he said, it's not a lifestyle, it's a death style. Right. So every now and then you hear one of the inner city brothers say something that's profound, you know, and it has a lasting effect on your mental state, you know, because you can look at shit in a different way. Once you open your mind and you realize some shit, then you won't repeat the same mistakes. That's why I'm not back in prison, you know, because I've learned a lot since the time I did in there.
But what makes me scratch my head is the gang culture, your friends, your community you grew up in, is so powerful that we can say something profound, and where do we go after we finish speaking? We go right back to the block.
Back to the hood. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another deficiency we have in teaching and spreading our message as well. Because as a youngster, or even as a young adult, you looking up to somebody to say that, and all kind of shit going through your head. Like, if the big homie, all that he been through can change, I can change. And then
Mhm.
go right to the block, you feeling good because you with the big homies, you got your burner. Now you want to drink because the big homie is drinking and smoke some weed, and nothing has changed.
Right. I
Yeah.
always say a real big homie is gonna love you and ain't gonna put you in harm's way. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna make you do something that he ain't gonna do. You know, so
Yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna put no money.
Big Q said, if you're a G, then you basically should step up and do something positive for a youngster. That's what he does. That's what Rockhead does. That's what I do. You know,
yeah.
so
You
if
see,
you
you
a
guys are
G,
rare. You guys are rare individuals. That's why y'all make for good interviews, though.
yeah. And Devil, you seem like a bright brother, man. You know, you've been through a lot and you still here. You got your mind. You didn't let yourself get burned out. You around all of the shit that I was around, and you didn't overdo it. You knew when to stop. So that says a lot about you, you know.
Mhm.
And you know, we can look and say we lost a lot of homeboys to this death style or lifestyle, whatever we choose to call it. But we don't want them to die in vain. And so we got to learn from their mistakes. And then we got to care enough about the community to talk to the youngsters who's following our path and following our footsteps, because we already know how the story's going to end. And to them, it's a new book. They think they're doing something different, but they're not reinventing the wheel. They just repeating what we already rode across. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them listen though.
Psychoevolution.
Some of them do listen, man. They get sober long enough to listen. It's hard to talk to somebody that's fucked up off of crystal, dog. I be trying. It's hard. It's hard to get through crystal.
Yeah.
I think I could talk to a Sherm head better. I think I could reach a Sherm head better than I could reach the crystallite, motherfucker.
That's deep. That's deep. If you could reach a zombie before you reach somebody on crystal meth, that's powerful.
Yeah. Because all it takes is your little homies to respect you. If they respect you, they're gonna listen to you.
For sure.
You know, they don't respect no junkie. You know what I mean? You lose your respect like that. But me, I always been respectable. You know, even when I was out here gang banging and doing my thing, I always did it with respect. You know what I mean? I didn't do nothing in front of, innocent women and people, mothers and fathers and kids and all that stuff. You know what I mean? If I wanted my man, I'm gonna get out and get. I'm not gonna shoot up no house and shoot from no corner. I'm not doing none of that stupid shit. You know what I mean? And then I have respect for G homies. G homies say don't do it, I'm gonna stand down. Whether I agree
some
with
people, some people have enough sense. Some people have enough sense, man, to just understand their levels of violence and have enough sense to know, okay, I got brakes. I know when to pump them. I know when to let them off. Some people, they just rolling, man, without without anything that's going to inhibit them. And those are the dudes that wind up, just lost out there, man. They impulsive. They don't think things through. They like in a primitive mind. And the drugs don't help them.
Yeah. I sit back all the time, man, and I always tell myself, man, I'm living my second life because I ain't never been to prison. Almost. Been to a couple of camp programs. I've been through all the juveniles, counties, whatever. But I'm blessed.
You know what? Prison ain't no rite to passage to manhood. Prison ain't no rite to passage to shit. So if you've been out here and you committed crime, you did this, you did that, and you overcome those things, and you're a good man, and you lucky, and you strong. So
Right.
I look up to you for your demonstration.
Because when I sit back and talk to homies, you know, a couple of my comrades that's doing life in prison, I can hear it in their voice. You know what I mean? That they know they fucked up and they wish they had another chance. And I feel bad for them because I'd be like, damn, that could have been me. You know what I'm saying? Even homies that's on the street with me right now that done changed their life and doing good, you know, family thing, who I done been in the car with on several occasions. You know, we talk about that all the time. Like, damn, homie, if we would have made that left turn, we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? We'd be sitting on the shelf. We'd be forgot about. You know what I mean? Who gonna remember my birthday? You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Just thinking, that's real, Dad.
Yeah, that's real. I had to mute Cutes. Cutes talks over me. That's real. All that changed when the lifers started coming home. When everybody started seeing their big homies coming on after 20-something and 30-something years, close to 40 years, then those dudes in prison, your homeboys, my homeboys, or whoever that was banging that's locked up, they started seeing all them go home. And that's when they opened their eyes and realized, man, like, what did I do this for? Now I'm still stuck up in here. Now they want to go home, and now they have a message for people like me, you, and everybody younger than us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I talked to one of my
That's
homies.
real,
I ain't talked to him since 1990. You know what I'm saying? He got life. I ain't talked since 1990. When I talked to him, I mean, he was so happy to hear from. I was so happy to hear from him, and he was so happy to hear from me. You know what I mean? But in the back of my head, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like all these years have passed by. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talked to you, no letters, no nothing. You know what I mean? And it hit me when he said, man, homie, I ain't never getting out. I ain't never coming home, my nigga. I'm in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So live your life. Do whatever you're doing out there. Keep doing it because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting out.
Man,
Yeah.
let me say this real quick. And Cuse did time with my brother, but he don't really remember my brother. But my brother been in 27 years right now for 3 strikes, right?
Yeah.
For 26 years. I promise to God, for 26 years, this boy ain't never thought about coming home, at least verbally. He ain't never said, I want to come home, or I'll be out there, or I should be home at such and such time. This year in 2021, it ain't even been 3 months. That's all he talk about, man. He want to come home bad as hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We got homies, man. We got homies in there, man. They've been in there now. They pushing up on 30 years, 35, 40 years. And man, they want to go home. And I'm talking about not just only our race, I'm talking about all the mainliners that's been in there with B numbers and C numbers. And man, those dudes, D numbers is old now. You know, they went back to A double up numbers and shit. They ran out of numbers. Then they started over again. You know, so it's crazy, man. But you know, the youngsters out here don't realize that. The youngsters out here, they don't know the suffering that's taking place behind that wall. And those dudes ain't been able to get no visits with all of this coronavirus shit. They straight locked the visiting room down. They haven't been moving around. They've been mainly doing a lot of time in their cell.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't even talk about what's going on in the penitentiary. They haven't started giving them their shots yet. They just now starting to approve giving them shots, the ones who want the shots. They just now get into that stage. But this shit's been going on for a little over a year. So they've been basically without a program for a little over a year. When I was in Tracy, we would keep the prison locked down 8 months out of a year from gangbanging and whatnot. But just getting it done to you like this and you ain't doing nothing wrong, that's hard on you. It's harder than if you got the prison locked down because you're at war with another race. You could deal with that shit. But just having it imposed on you and your behavior has been, you know, up to par or subpar, but now you're not getting no visit because of what? I'm not getting able to go out and see my little kid. I'm not gonna get no yard. I can't go to work in industry. How am I gonna make money? You know, how am I gonna buy a canteen? You know, so it's some fucked up shit that goes on in there. We don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Right. Man. So, Devil, where you see your hood in 5 to 10 years, man, with all these foreigners moving into LA County?
Shit, they ain't already took over 5, 10 years ago. They just said, I mean, they there.
Your
You know,
hood still gonna be there?
Shit, hope so. I mean, if it ain't, then shit.
How's your relationships with the Mexicans in Lynwood?
With the Mexicans, we cool. We know we intertwine with the young crowds. My hood and the young crowds, we damn near share the same territory, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But we always got along with them since the 70s. You know what I mean? We never had no issues with no Hispanic gangs. You know what I mean? We know them. I know them all just like they know us. We know their families, their mothers and fathers and kids. You know, we had little fights here and there. You know what I mean? Like everybody do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it wasn't nothing major. You know what I'm saying? So young crowd's always been cool with us. You know, that's the only.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's the only Southside gang that we ever kicked, that we ever like commingled with. Now I know, the Lynwood Rude Boys, Lynwood Mobs, Segundos, the Dukes. I don't even know if the Dukes are still around, but all them back in school. But the young crowd, they right there with us.
How about the Paragons?
Oh, Paragons, yeah, I know a couple of them too.
Y'all good?
Paragons, yeah, they cool. Yeah.
Cutes, what did you have, a B number or a C number?
What did I have? Yeah. I had a C1 and Tookie had a C0.
Yeah, Mumpy had a C number too, an early C number.
Oh yeah, me and Mumpy was in Folsom at the same exact time. I think he got there maybe before I got there.
Good looking out, David Miller. He said they should pay Cutes $100,000 a year just to speak to the youth.
Man, they don't gotta give me thanks on me, but they don't gotta give me shit because I'm motivated from within, and I've been speaking to the youngsters from inside of the penitentiary. Now that I'm out here, I speak to them now, so it ain't no problem. I'm okay.
Yeah. See, if we would have had that when I was coming, I probably would have never, made that transition because, I was always in the sports. You know what I'm saying? I played basketball, football, baseball. I played it all. You know what I'm saying? Mom's always had me in the sports. But it's just that when I came home from work.
Hey, Devil, I know if a guy gets involved in something that gets his brain juices flowing and he gets enough compliments what he's doing, he'll really go the other way. Like right. Sports. Yeah. I mean, look at Daryl Strawberry. He grew up around all of us, went to Crenshaw, but he was cracking that bat. And and that gave him a good feeling, Mm-hmm. So he went the other way, and we didn't let nobody fuck with him. We would see him, and he shit, ain't nobody gonna mess with him. On his way walking home, on his way to school, we all knew we had a hero. We all knew we had a champ.
I like when Mumpy says Daryl Strawberry wasn't even the best. He wasn't even the top 2 in his own family. And a lot of homies have told me the same thing over the years. But his other brothers had took a different path at that time. Just so Strawberry ended up being the one that shined. But I'm sure Cuse know his other brothers. They was better than Daryl.
Oh, yeah. I used to text him on the phone. He could really – they all was very athletic in the baseball. They all could play baseball. His other brother could knock it over the gate.
They say Ronnie
Crenshaw had a long field. Crenshaw had a long field, but they had that ball popping into the houses and shit.
Man, they say Ronnie could play so good. I wish I could have seen Ronnie play, man.
Yeah.
Right now, Ronnie's son play baseball, which is Daryl's nephew. He look and act just like Daryl Strawberry, man. So he'll probably be going pro pretty soon.
That'll be remarkable. That'll be so cool.
Yeah, I played baseball up there at Campanella Park with Slick and his brothers and them. Me and Slick brothers on the same baseball team.
Hey, great people came out of Campanella Park. Well, at least the name Campanella.
Had I didn't move to Lynwood at that time, I probably would have been from Campanella. Ain't no because everybody, all the kids in the neighborhood was already, yelling Campanella. But when I moved from over there, I moved over there on Tucker and Rose Street over there in Atlantis. And we always moved different sections we didn't stay long in these different neighborhoods. We live over here for 2 years, over there for 3. We were bouncing around. When we moved to Lynwood, home.
So look, Devil, how'd you get your name?
Devil?
Yeah.
Shit, when I first started off, I was Young Q. So a lot of people know me. The people that know me from way back in the day know me as Young Q. And,
you should have kept Young Q. You should have kept Young Q, Devil. No, I'm playing.
One of my homies gave me that name. We was putting in some work, and I ain't going into details with that, but yeah, we was getting busy with it. Then when we made it back, he said, "Man, you changed your name to Devil, man. You ain't nothing but the devil." So I said, I embraced that. I said, okay, coming from a reputable homie like that, I said, all right, that's my name then. You know what I'm saying? So, it's 4 devils.
What's the D on your hat for? Dodgers or Devil?
Dodgers, man. Dodgers and the Devil, but Dodgers, I'm a Dodgers fan too. I'm a diehard Niner fan though.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, diehard Niner fan.
Yeah, they was all right when they had Montana and Steve Young.
Yeah.
I don't know about now.
I was about to say something, but then I realized that what I was going to say was correct. I was going to say the Niners are football.
Yeah, I don't like the new stadium. Man. I like the Candlestick Park fans. So we got 2 different types of fans. We got the Candlestick Park Niners, and then we got the Santa Clara Niners.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Candlestick Park was ruthless, man. That was a real fans right there. Then when they moved to Santa Clara, it's like, nobody get up on third down and cheer. People in they seat just clapping, and people ain't got no jerseys and hats on. Kind of that damn stadium is this
running across that infield.
Yeah. Then when we started losing, I was still going to games and everything, and the stands was empty. But when we started winning, the stands backpack, and everybody up in there. You know what I'm saying? Bandwagon fan, but it's it's all good. I go to games every year.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah, Candlestick was the shit, man.
Hey, Devil, you got any brothers?
Yeah, I got 2 brothers. I got one older brother, and he don't bang it. And my little brother, his name Dreamer. He from my neighborhood too. But we all 2 years
apart. Hey, Dreamer's a trip, because that's like a Hispanic name.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say he was from a Hispanic gang.
Yeah. That's a cool name.
Yeah, Dreamer.
Hey, Devil, your sound going out, man. I'm gonna kick you out. You got to come back in.
Reboot. Reboot, Devil. Reboot your phone. Yeah, let him reboot it.
Yeah.
It's a good interview, man. Devil. How did you meet him, Matt?
I never met him. He be in the comment section, and he wanted to give some history of Pope Street.
Oh, cool.
All right, what about now?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. But my little brother, I know where he got that name from. We was watching this old police movie. I don't know how my mama got that tape, man, but we was watching that movie with a gang called Little Watts on there, and they had the 99 Mafias on there, old back in the 80s. And we taped it or something, and they was going down doing their little roll call, Mexican gangs and stuff, and he heard that name Dreamer, you know what I mean, and that kind of stuck in the back of his head. So when he joined the turf, he took that name and ran with it.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that show.
Yeah, remember that little episode with that black cop on there? Yeah, that's where he got that from.
Yeah.
So your little brother, he been staying out of juvenile hall.
Oh my brother, he never went to juvenile. He got caught a couple of times with a couple of pistols or whatever, but he didn't go through juvenile hall system like I did. He kind of, my brother was a clever dude, man. He was to be so young, he was like a little mastermind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a true hustler, man. He got his money. He had a '63 Chevy at 13 years old.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was always about his money. You know what I mean? He get out there and get busy though with the business, but he was always about his money. He was always a thinker. You know what I mean? Trying to outthink the police, trying to outthink the system. He was always like that ever since we was little kids.
You gotta stay one step ahead. He was like that. That's cool, man.
They used to always think he was older than me. Because I was the hothead. I was the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, that's my little brother. Oh, I thought he was
Your little brother probably had a lot of influence by your grandparents and stuff too. Because I was raised by my grandparents. And when you're raised by your grandparents or you're around them, you have a different air about yourself. You have a different demeanor.
Yeah, see, my brother, I was fighting a carjack robbery in 2001. One of my homeboys, my best friend, got killed in 2000. So of course, activity level went up. I was on one going, just doing all kind of crazy shit. So I caught that carjack robbery case, and I sat in the county jail for 7-8 months fighting the case. My little brother, he got his airplane mechanics license.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he got out the streets and went on and did that. So when I finally beat my case and I came home in 2001, in January 2001, he had a job lined up for me at the railroad. So he called me up. He said, hey, you want this job? You know what I'm saying? I got this railroad job. You want, so you can get in. My first thing was like, nah, I want to start working. I'm finna give me a sack. That's all I know how to do. I'm finna go hustle. He like, you sure about that? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. So I told my wife, I said, yeah, Drain got a job for me. She said, well, maybe you should take the job, try something different. You beat the case, you know what I mean? They was trying to stretch you out. Maybe you need to try something different. Get out them streets. I said, nah, streets is all I got to get back in them streets. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, my homie had just got killed, so it was still on and popping. But I went on and did. I didn't have no money or nothing. I said, man, I ain't got no money to buy no boots. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me some money to get some boots. My brother said, just bring your ID and your social security. That's all you need. You start today. I went down there, and 18 years later, I'm still there.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's grown man shit right there.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, and I was still tinkering. Even when I got the job, I was still tinkering with, I was working. I get off work, go to the hood. You know what I'm saying? I end up going back to jail, damn near lost the job. Going back to jail for another little, serious case or whatever. But good thing I beat it. But you know what I'm saying? It was like either you're gang bang or you're gonna be a working man. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
My homeboy Clarence Hoover, he told me in the joint, he say you can't have one foot in the penitentiary and one foot in the church house. Either you're gonna have both feet in the church house or you're gonna have both feet on this main line. He would tell that to dude. He would say, you're not gonna be straddling. Either you're gonna be about this business or you're gonna be the holy roller. Don't try to do both things. And that's true on the street too. Either you're gonna be about grown man shit or you're gonna be about your banging, And I tell you what, if you sell yourself short, then you're gonna have a lot of time in that cell to reminisce on, man, I should have went that way. I should have did this. You're gonna have a case of the shouldas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then a lot of people be really, when you're a grown man and you real a man, a reputable from your neighborhood, you don't really care about what other people gonna think. A lot of people care about what other people think. I ain't never been that type of man, you know what I'm saying? To be worried about what the next man gonna do, what the next man think and how he feel or whatever, because, I did my time, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just be a bad influence on my community my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I did enough wrong to my community enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was
So like I
time to do
said,
something different.
it's like I said in the video. What are you gonna do? You gonna be a gangbanger for the rest of your life, or you gonna just, what do you want to do in life? What are you gonna be? You want to spend the rest of your life incarcerated? You want an early demise, or do you want to try and have a taste of freedom? Build on something and have a home, a family, and go back and help somebody else. You don't got to help somebody monetarily. You can help them by just uplifting them, talking to them. It don't cost nothing to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
Just some
game is free.
time.
Free game.
Yeah. It's free
And
game. Yep.
And then you got people that bang hard for years, 10, 15, 20 years, bang hard, get killed, and they forgot about. They put their name on the T-shirt, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't want to be on nobody's T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Have my name written all over the wall everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I still know that I'm still a gang member. I'm still known in my neighborhood. So I can't go in Lynwood, jump out on Atlantic, and just walk up the street like don't nobody know me. And you know what I'm saying? I never lived my life like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think.
So with that said, can you imagine me? They want me to interview all these Hoovers and A-Tray gangsters. They want me to interview all these Inglewood families and neighborhood bloods. They wanted me to interview these Brims. Like, they just don't even understand.
Right. Yeah, they don't understand. Yeah, even though you ain't out your game, but they still know you Kev Mack from Rolling 60s. You're still a member. You still worth some points. You know what I'm saying? And to a young nigga, you worth a whole lot of points to a young nigga that's looking for a reputation. You know what I'm saying? He'd love to get a stripe off Kev Mack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You heard about Kev Mack got killed? Yeah, by the 15, 16-year-old nigga, old enough to be your grandson, your kid. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like that.
And real talk, you got people from like your age all the way to cutes in them age is still holding on to old politics because somebody from my area did something to them, or because their nephew or niece something happened to them. You know what I mean?
You got retarded ass motherfuckers who don't even, their brain is still stuck at 14. They don't emotionally they 14 years old and they might be 65. And you'd be like, damn, man.
This nigga still looking for, he's still trying to get a reputation. If you ain't got a reputation at 25 or 20 years old, you trying to get a reputation at 40 and 50, that means you wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing in your teens and your 20s when you're supposed to be getting that reputation.
That means you was a hood.
Yeah.
It means you was a hood. That's what that means.
I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I mean, it's like this with me. If I see one of my enemies and I know you and you know me, I'm not looking to do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. I'm not trying to. Sit down and have a cup of tea with you and coffee and chop it up. I know you. You know me. You do your move. You move your way. I move my way. I ain't got to throw no gang signs up at you. I ain't got to mad dog you. I know you. You know me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always ready and I'm always aware that, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what's on his mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna protect myself at all costs, but I ain't making no noise.
I tell you what, devil. I tell you what. If a motherfucker, is a grown ass man and he's out here in society and he's still thinking like a teenager and a kid, then mentally something's wrong with him. And if he's manipulating younger people to do the dirty shit, then eventually the young people's gonna see that they looked up to a motherfucker that didn't have their best interest in mind. You know? So even a kid could understand that eventually. You know, and it might be too late. He might end up with an L somewhere locked away, but you will hear him bad mouthing him. You will hear him saying bad stuff about the dude. You'll be like, so some of these dudes, it's called throw a rock and hide your hand kind of motherfuckers. They want to keep the shit. They want to keep the shit going.
I call it disposable gangster. You know what I mean? You're a 14, 15-year-old kid. You claiming a gang that you claiming a gang in a certain community that you never even grew up in. Your homies don't even got that type of don't even have that type of loyalty to you because you didn't grow with them. You know,
Absolutely.
join that gang. Here, put a gun in his hand. Go put in some work, little homie. We love you. You go put in some work to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? You go sitting on trial for double murder. You through. Your homies ain't gonna give a damn about you. You disposable.
Let me take it a step further, Devil. So now you got, as you said, a 14 or 15-year-old that moves in the community from another community. He don't grow up with that same camaraderie a lot of times. And so, like when you saying an older homie put a gun in his hand, to him, he looking at it at his own homeboys like, nigga, I don't care about you. And that's easier for them to kill their own homeboy.
Exactly.
You know, back in the day, me and Hoover Joe had a name for those kind of people. We called them desperates. We say, look at that little desperate there. He's desperate. He wants a rep so bad, he's willing to do anything for his rep. So he's a desperate. You know, and they still got desperates today.
Yeah. Then you got a lot of older niggas, G niggas that ain't never put in no work and just been hiding behind the fame forever. 30, 40 years hiding behind that fame and that cloth, you know what I'm saying, that ain't never did nothing, that's still talking that same talking, and what you gonna go do, kill for this man when he ain't gonna even, you know,
that's when old boy Bub, Bodacious from Neighborhood Compton, and Melly Mel say, and my guys from Bebop Watts, the guys with the money end up calling the shots in the hood.
Yeah.
When all the real riders, the real OGs went to jail and now they got the dope stack, they running everything. So I go to what you're saying. Somebody never even put in work, probably didn't even gangbang, but now he got that sack. He's sending people on missions.
Yep, money is power.
That's why in the joint, me and Rockhead would go hard on the dudes who had the sack, and they didn't think they had to come to the yard. We went to different yards. But I tell you what, if you think because you had a sack on the street and you don't got to come to the yard because you got this little group protecting you over here, that little group over there protecting you, we would expose all of that shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's how it is in them neighborhoods, you know, and it's sad because people allow themselves to be manipulated by a state of mind getting high.
Right.
So I don't get high. You can't manipulate me with no drugs. I don't get high. I didn't get high in the joint, and I don't get high on the street.
Yeah, and then you got to think a lot of these kids are joining the gang just to say they in the gang. You know what I mean? They ain't joining the gang because all they friends, like I say, you grew up in the community, all the childhood, all your friends as kids, y'all, you know, you join the gang. So yeah, I'm gonna follow my homeboy right here. You know, we go to school together. You know what I'm saying? We spend night at each other's house and all this, and you know, whatever. Now, you catch a bus down Imperial, I'm gonna go over here to this gang. I'm gonna claim this gang now. You know, for some protection, for whatever. You know, you be the first one to get tested.
Hey, Devil, I can't wait no longer. A Lamb fan came up here in the comment section and said he signed on to see a Weiner fan. Somebody else said, Devil's giving a great interview, but I'm a Cowboy fan. I cannot take that background.
Oh man, they gotta take the background. I mean, you take the back, you gotta take all that there.
Whoa, Ronnie Lott, Jerry Rice.
You know.
Okay,
man. And my boy Bosa.
Oh shit.
You
We're
know.
gonna have to get Goob and Rockhead. They still are fans that come up in here. You know? I think you got them beat though. That's a lot of memorabilia up in there.
Oh yeah, I got.
Yeah, you got a lot. Yeah. You got a lot up in there.
You know, we own them Lambs, man. We own them, man. They, you know, Cowboys. Yeah, you know, Cowboys. You smashed them Cowboys. They got us this year though. We had too many injuries.
Man, they say you got a solid man cave, a Superman cave.
Yeah.
Niner gang.
Niner, bang, bang, Niner gang. 49 people. You know, ain't no Niner Nation. I be mad when fans be saying it's a Niner Nation. Like, bro, we ain't no nation, man. We an empire, man. Where you get that from? Well, you just started being a fan? Some bandwagon.
They trying to confuse you with the Oakland Raiders, dog.
Yeah, it's only one nation,
Hey,
that's the Raiders.
a Raider fan just got on you too. He said SF stand for Suckers Forever. Raider
Yeah, okay.
Nation for life.
Suckers forever with them 5 Super Bowl rings. When the Raiders
Yeah.
get 4 rings, at least 4 rings, then you can talk about something. If you ain't got 4 rings, at least 4, and we can't talk football, man.
Hey, that's a nice room, though, homie. I don't
Yeah.
care what team it is. If you got a room
Yeah.
like that, man, that's something different.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I went to see Wack from UG when I interviewed him.
Yeah, I know Wack too.
Yeah, Wack got that coats. The coats.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. Who are you, William Daly? You keep asking for a link, but we don't know who you are or what I'm letting you on for.
Yeah,
Cute, you quiet because you don't like football, huh, Cutes?
Well, I used to like football back when Jim Brown was playing.
Oh yeah, Jim was a
way
hog.
back. Yeah, Brown.
And I liked the football back when Rosie Greer and Dinkin Jones was playing.
I swear to God, I knew you was gonna say that.
I liked the football when Bob Hayes was running and catching, Don Meredith and all of the old quarterbacks were tossing it up.
Back when it was football, man. Back now it ain't football no more, man. It's tag, man. I know one thing. I made a lot of money on that Super Bowl, though. I know that.
Oh yeah, that Super Bowl was the shit.
Put my money on Brady. I said I know he wasn't going to lose that Super Bowl. I'm glad
that was pretty amazing right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see a whole lot of Chiefs fans these days too. I ain't never seen. I got 2 homies from my hood that's Chiefs fans, that's diehards. Other than that, I don't know any other Chiefs fan. But I see a whole bunch of them in California now.
Hey, Devil, on a different note, what skill did you get? What marketable skill did you learn?
As far as for the railroad?
Yeah.
A diesel mechanic. I'm a certified diesel mechanic and a locomotive engineer.
And your brother is a airplane mechanic?
Yeah, but he in the railroad too. He took his airplane mechanics and got in the railroad.
That's
so
cool.
He's an operation manager. He do the hiring and firing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I came in.
So
when I came in, it was on the job training, but I already knew about cars. I knew how to work on cars since I was 6, 7 years old with my uncles. Working on diesel trucks, cars. You know what I'm saying? Just breaking down motors and stuff as a kid. So when they hired me at the railroad, it was like on the job training. It wasn't rocket science to me. I knew what a wrench was. I knew what a socket was. I knew what metric meant. All that type of stuff. I knew how to read a schematic and everything like that. So it was pretty easy. What I'm saying, when I got in. But I'm a master at it now.
That's good, man. Yeah, it's a trip, man. How quick we learn, to do these things. And we learn the system, the air brake system. We learn we learn all of these things, man. And you know what a professional is? The rabbi told me a professional is a person who learns more and more about less and less. Mm-hmm. He taught me that. The rabbi taught me that. Yeah. He said, so you're a professional because you know a lot, and you only and everything has become less.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the truth.
Yeah, because I was there because I got 4 sons. I got 7 kids altogether. I got 10 grandkids. So I was there to show my sons the right way to do it. You know what I mean? Like I said before, I did another interview with Vision. We forgot Vision TV, Dusty Vision TV, and I was talking about how it was easy for me to recognize when my sons was going in that direction. I could sit them down, you know what I'm saying, and steer them in the right way. I didn't have that. I didn't have that father figure that was getting up and going to work every day. What I'm saying? I was showing them, But when they look at me, they see a G, they see OG, but they can respect that, this man going to work every day. What I'm saying?
It's cool, man. It's cool because here we got people from Raymond Crips who's driving diesels. We got you over here working on trains. We got me working on buses. We got other Crips and Bloods doing other, skilled jobs, holding these jobs down, becoming a lifer inside of a plant and not inside of a penitentiary. So I know that there are good people behind that wall that deserve a second chance, and they can prosper just as you and I and the brothers from Raymond and these other neighborhoods, just like us, if they're given that second chance, because we're not going to repeat mistakes.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of your opportunity. I'm glad I did, man. I think about that all the time. Like, man, I almost missed this opportunity. I almost didn't, because I didn't want to work. My mind wasn't on no working. My mind was on getting a sack and going to the hood and hanging out.
Yeah.
That's all I ever did. Go to the hood, hang out, make some money, and do the gangster shit. But once I started working and started bringing that check home, I was still 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know what I mean? Because I'd go to work, come home, and go to the hood. But the more hours I worked, the less I was going to the hood because I was tired. It's like I'm falling asleep on the block. Get up out of here if I get shot and killed out here. I'm tired, But I don't knock anybody that's out there in these streets doing what they're doing. It's just that times is different now. You know what I'm saying?
We can't. That ain't the way we roll. We don't knock anybody. We uplift people. We telling them that they can come up out of them streets.
Yeah. I got little homies that I've been knowing since they was born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See them fresh out the womb. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish no bad on them. I wish they can live to be 48, 49, 50. Because I lost a lot of homies in their 20s.
You remember when Charles Barkley, he was like at the forefront, and he made a public statement, and he said that he's not a role model. Wait a minute, I lost my signal.
Hold on. I remember that. We hear you. You just froze.
Okay, he said he's not a role model. Charles Barkley was pretty selfish for saying you a role model ain't saying you perfect. Saying you a role model is saying that you a man and you have, or a woman, and you have overcome certain situations and conditions, and that this ain't a bad life to follow the things that I'm doing now. That's what a role model is. My whole life, I haven't been a role model.
Yeah, somebody that can teach somebody to do something.
Yeah. So you're a role model, Devil. And the homeboys that I listen to that come on here, I'm glad you came on here because you inspire me. I'm like, man, this young brother, he's working on trains and shit, locomotives and whatnot. And I'm like, man, I used to talk to people like you in the joint, and they would tell me what they used to do. They end up getting caught up and get some time, and I would sit there and listen to them. And they would tell me all about aerodynamics and all of this different shit. Like my buddy Lavelle, he was an electrician. And I would say, damn, Lavelle, all of this electrical stuff. You amaze me the way you talk about all of this electric stuff in the wiring. And he said, yeah, my brother Sparks, he knows how to do it too. And I says, damn, you guys are pretty smart. He said, well, Cutes, what do you think we did when we were all in YA? What was my job? I said, you would come in the building and work on the lights. I just thought you was changing the bulbs. I didn't know that you were rewiring shit. He said, nah, man, I was rewiring YTS. And I said, damn, Lavelle, they don't even want to let Lavelle out. And Lavelle, he rewired the mall and shit.
You're not talking about the one that was on death row.
Lavelle, no, not Lavelle Farson. I'm talking about Lavelle Sparks' brother from Rain.
Right.
Yeah, Lavelle Farson. I don't know what his special trade is. I think Lavelle been locked up. Farson, he started getting locked up when he was too young.
Did you get any trades while you was locked up, Cutes?
Oh yeah, I became a TIG welder, a MIG welder, and an arc stick welder. I was welding brewery tanks for a joint venture inside the joint.
Well, you get up in the railroad easy with that certification. Welders, they short on welders.
Oh yeah, I always been a good welder. And the thing is, bro, is that I would have welded when I got out of the joint, right? But I ended up going to a truck driving school, and I started driving the 18-wheelers. Then I started working on this other stuff, and so I just stayed there. You know, you got to find something and stick with it, because the way we are, we jump around, and that ain't good.
Yeah. You got to find it and master it. Hey, is that Crip Crazy jump on here tonight? The female Crip Crazy? Crip Crazy.
Nah, I don't see her.
Yeah, you know, I went to school with her. I know her real good. Man.
Was she crazy in school?
Oh man, that girl, she was the only gang banging girl in junior high school. I don't remember not one girl that was cripping as hard as she was at Hostler Junior High School.
You know what's funny? I tell people all the time, I try to get this in people's mind. You can know somebody and not really know their history or what they was into.
Yeah.
And so you have to be careful when you speak to other people and say this person wasn't this, that, or the other.
Mm-hmm.
In your experience, they wasn't this, that, and the other.
Right.
But it's a dude, I'm pretty sure you know him. Everybody in Lynwood know him. Real cool dude. He ain't no hater or nothing. But he got at me and was like, Crip Crazy never gangbang. She ain't no gangster. She ain't this some bullshit. And everybody say the same thing you just said. So I'm like, where did he get all that from?
This girl was gang banging.
Maybe she broke his heart.
Possibly. But sometimes we just have different experiences with different people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I put it like this. You ain't gonna call yourself Crip Crazy unless you just out there doing some down ass shit.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta earn a name like that.
And then at that time, you know, popping open in here with
no disrespect to the dude that called himself Crip Crazy, but people got at me before and after he came on and was like, she's the real Crip Crazy in Lynwood.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know him. I know his homeboy G-Man, though. Shout out to G-Man from Hustle Mafia. That's my nigga.
Right.
He a real one. But I think they came out later, though. They came out like in the late 90s. And they
see, it's good. It's good to get people on here, and then a reputable like you pops up and you validate some shit. That just gives shit prudence. You know, so that's good. Yeah. And that's how this history plays out. Right, someone will come on and validate some shit, and it'll just come out of the clear blue, just like you just did. We didn't solicit that out of you. You just came forth with that out of the clear blue.
And then everybody knew that Hostler was dominated by the Lynwood N-Hoods, and at that time, Palmanoke and N-Hood didn't get along. And her and her brother was the only two Palmanokes that went there when I went there.
Boy,
her brother, rest in peace.
Yeah, she admired her brother, man.
She was banging. I mean, she wasn't just running around there hollering Palmanoke. This girl was fighting 2-on-1, 1-on-3. This little girl, I should be like, man, who is that girl right there? Oh, that's Charmaine. That's Crip Crash Charmaine. Yeah. All the way. I don't know where she disappeared to, because I don't think she went to Lynwood with me. I don't know where she disappeared to, but at Hostler, she was on one. You know, she's still like that today, though. She's still the same she was in junior high school, just like she is today. Same way.
Hey, Devil, did she have any brothers?
Yeah.
Her brother, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That's who she looked up to.
Yeah, her brother was a rider. What
was her brother's? What was her brother's name?
Eslo.
Eslo? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he rest in peace. Yeah, he was with the business. Yeah, he my age, my generation. You know, I know him from the streets and school streets. He was with the business.
Cool.
I'm reading the comments.
Well, they ain't got no questions.
So tell me this, Devil. How many toolboxes do you have?
At my house or at my job?
At your job.
At my job, I got one.
What are you rolling with? Tell me you rolling with Snap-on.
Snap-on, yep.
Man, you a boss. You a boss dude.
I got Snap-on and I got a little bit of Craftsman, a couple Craftsman. You know,
you're a boss dude if you rolling with those. That's the most expensive tools out there.
Yeah, I got a whole Snap-on toolbox, Snap-on toolbox, and every tool you can think of, I got that motherfucker.
Well,
I'm a
I
field
already know
mechanic.
your two
Yeah.
boxes worth like $20,000.
Yeah, I got, man, so much shit up in there. I'm a field mechanic now. I roll around. It's kind of like I got a unique position. I'm like AAA but for the train. When the train
Yeah,
breaks down, wherever the train is at and it breaks down, they call me. I go out there
cool.
on the main line, fix it. If I can't fix it, tow it in. If I can fix it, I'll fix it right then and there.
What do you got? One of them trucks that got the tracks hooked onto the front?
Yeah, the high rail trucks. Yep.
Yeah, those are cool. Be
Yeah.
ready to jump out the motherfucker though. Always
Oh
be
yeah.
looking ahead in case
Oh
they
yeah.
cross the track on you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got so many safety devices. Before I even get out there, we gotta have a safety briefing. A briefing with the briefing. When I get there, have another safety briefing before I work, another briefing. I mean, they make sure safety is the number one thing on that railroad, man, because that's a dangerous job.
Yeah, for
Next month
real.
it'll be 19 years. I'm almost done.
Cool. But you still look young, so don't
Yeah,
give up too fast, even though
oh
you get a
no.
pension.
Oh
Keep
no,
rocking.
I'm gonna wait till when I turn 52, I'm gonna get rid of the tools and I'm gonna go inside the office.
That's cool. You sell me all your tools, I'll buy you.
Yeah. Get all
Cause
that shit up out of there.
I need all the tools I could get the shit I'm doing.
Yeah, I got enough tools to take the motor, everything out that motherfucker, and put it back in.
Hell yeah. Got them impact guns, all that
Mm-hmm.
shit.
All snap on, yeah, impact guns, flying drives, shit,
Hell yeah. Torque wrenches and everything.
torque wrenches. We got the pneumatic torques, and everything.
Yeah.
Because we got shit in there that's torqued to 2,400 foot-pounds.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's a lot of
1,600
torque right
foot-pounds.
there.
Yeah, a
That's a
lot of
lot
torque
of
right
torque.
there. We call it a multiplier.
That's the torque multiplier. You have to add on a little extra thing to it.
Yeah, extra torque wrench on top of it.
Yeah, you gotta adjust that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's real talk right there. Yeah, Devil, man. I'm just, I'm proud of you, man. You done came through some shit, and man, it's cool. I'm glad I met you tonight. Brother,
Yeah,
it's
good
good.
looking out. Likewise, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I checked out the interview with Kankers. I mean, I looked at all Kev Mack interviews a couple of times. I done had him on in my lunchroom a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the side side, with the Crips and Bloods that I work with. Like, y'all hip to this, Kev? What is that, bro? Yeah, just eat your lunch and check this out. You
Man, my
know?
boss be watching. My boss told me he be watching Care Mac, and he said when he saw me on there, he was like, shit, that dude works with me. His wife was saying, no, he don't.
Yeah.
And then he had to prove it to his wife. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's him? And then he said, yeah. Well, he's a positive brother. And she said, yeah, So it's all good, man. People see us on here, and they know we doing big things, man.
Yeah. Staying
Yeah,
out the way, man. Just maintain it, man. Just trying to live and get old, man. That's all.
yeah, it's more people that watch than we realize. Swanee from BSV, he work at the train station. He told me he be watching and everybody crowd around the Crips and Bloods and be watching.
Yeah. Because when I got on the railroad, I didn't know how big the railroad was, man. There's a lot of politics and stuff, man. The railroad is a big, huge industry, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of politics. I had to go through a lot when I first came in. They, try to test you out, see what they can and can't get away with. But I made sure that I kept, because I'm the local chairman for the union, so I speak for for all the people up there too. That scared to speak for themselves. So I make sure that
that's the good thing about the new president. He's pro-union, so that's good.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, man, live better, work union.
Man, they trying to recall Governor Newsom, and he overturned the death penalty. What kind of motherfuckers are these? Why would you want to get a man out of office that took people off of death row? Nobody deserves to be electrocuted, lethal injection, gassed, all that primitive ass bullshit. This was the only governor who had enough sense to dismantle that bullshit. And I don't give a fuck what he does. If he did that, he's the best governor California ever had. Fact of the matter is, He's the best governor that ever been in the United States of America that had a death penalty. He had enough sense to overturn the shit to the best of his ability. And they trying to recall him. Who's motivating that shit? That's crazy.
Yeah, behind the scenes. They're gonna vote him out. It might not even be a vote. They just gonna get him out without the vote. They go. We never know.
All them innocent people who didn't got executed, who didn't do their crime. Imagine if you was on death row and they move you to the death chamber, and they, cause you on death row, you get moved to the death chamber when it's time for you to get executed. So imagine someone going through that stress and they know they innocent.
Yeah.
And then they just get executed. That's gotta be fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the governor who don't overturn some shit, who just lets it happen. He's gotta be fucked up too.
Like Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that was just straight cold-blooded. Yeah, that was straight cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
Make any goddamn sense. You come up in a family, you come up around people, now you're going to become an executioner because you've been put in a position to where you can overturn some shit, veto some shit, and you got that power and you don't do it because they show you some bullshit and then they brainwash you to sign off on someone's execution. Man, you a cold-blooded motherfucker, man.
Cold-blooded killer.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's that Pontius Pilate, I'm going to execute Jesus shit. That's crazy shit, dog. In this day and time, they still executing people. That it's just archaic. It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna bring back the dead. It's not gonna atone for no sin. It's not gonna do anything. It's not. It's just bringing more misery into the world. It's not. It's not gonna stop the next crook from being a criminal. It's not gonna deter crime. It's not gonna do anything. It's no effect on shit.
Nope.
In a positive way. Doesn't stop anything.
It don't stop nothing.
No, it's just revenge. And revenge ain't good. Revenge is all bad.
Yeah.
So all you brothers that are in Texas on death row, in Louisiana and Angola on death row, if you got a burner tonight and you hear what I'm saying, I hope you guys get a decent governor that'll overturn your death penalty like the good governor in California did ours. And I got nothing but respect for you, Gavin Newsom. And that recall, I hope that shit don't go nowhere.
Yeah. I can't even see the comments in there.
Oh yeah, they talk.
You could have some weird motherfuckers in this world, devil. You could have some motherfuckers who straight about they crippin' in their blood and they'll be straight pro death penalty motherfuckers.
Of course.
So it's some weird ass shit that jumps off. So I don't understand it at all. It's two things I don't like. I don't like the dropout rule. You only let reputables out, and they're not reputables no more if they dropped out. And then you want to let them out, but you don't want to let the guys out that still up on their paperwork. You don't want to let the guys out that's from a neighborhood, so it's just crazy shit jumping off, man. But I even think Gavin Newsom will bust through that shit eventually. Cause he's the one who gives the board members their job. The board members are through him. So he could tell them to knock that shit off.
Yeah. They don't want him letting people out, and especially kids. They want kids to have bad records, man. Start messing them up while they're young.
Yeah.
And it's been proven that lockup don't save you. It exposes you to more crime.
Yeah. And they give you that. They put them on medication before they even diagnose them with anything. First thing they say is give them some Seroquel.
Yeah.
Give them some medication.
There you go. They want them to sleep. You right,
Devil. Calm them down. Yeah. Now y'all fucked up. When I was in the LP in Central and Silmore and stuff. So, as soon as you get hyper and you're fighting all the time, first thing they say, man, give him some Seroquel. Give him something to put him out. You know, give him a psych man. Maybe he crazy. You ain't even seen a doctor. I haven't even seen a doctor. You calling me crazy? You get hooked to that medication and you get out. If you can't get the medication no more, next thing you'll get is some drugs to compensate for it.
Devil, you know what they used to do in the 60s and in the 50s and in the 40s? They would give lobotomies. They would have two doctors and a judge. They would say, all right, take him in there and take a chunk of his brain out of his head. Sew him back up. Yeah, they don't even talk about it. You know, they could still do that primitive shit to this day. If they have a doctor and a judge that say this dude is so violent, we need to go in there and take a piece of his brain out. Yeah. They can still do that to this day. And don't think that they don't still do it to some people.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You can just tell the people that's been experimented on. You can just look at their behavior and tell. You know, they did experiment on him. He was an experiment.
You know what else they were doing? Why is so many birth defects and fucked up shit going on with people's bladder and kidneys and everything? They was giving them a thing for years in the 60s, 70s, the 50s called saltpeter. And they was putting it inside of the coffee. Whatever they thought the inmates were drinking a lot of, they was giving them that shit. And it was messing with everything inside of them. All of the reproductive organs and everything. It was screwing them up.
I wonder whatever happened to the chicken pox and the measles and the mumps and all that shit.
No, they was giving.
I had the chicken pox and the damn measles. That was some nasty shit.
Well, when I was a kid, they gave us the shot. They gave us this big ass gunshot in our shoulder. So we couldn't go to school unless we got it.
Yeah, put that what's that Columbine lotion, that orange lotion all over the body of your face.
Yeah.
Itching like a motherfucker. Damn chicken pox. That shit all in your mouth and everything. Feet, toe up.
Yeah.
I don't even see that shit no more now.
No.
Yeah.
They got it good. The kids got it good now.
It tried to make a comeback though. It tried to raise its ugly head for a minute there. Then they got it back under control.
Getting knots and shit in your head and everything. Sores all in your head, your feet. You can't even walk. I couldn't even walk. I had to crawl to the bathroom. I had that shit so bad.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
I still was trying to come outside and hang with all the lotion all over my body. I was still trying to sell some dope with the lotion and shit on, like a mummy, looking like a damn. I was scaring the smokers off and everything. What's wrong with you? Give me your money. Give me your money.
Hey, devil.
I'm fucked up.
You were contagious too.
Contagious outside. Try to make a sale.
Boy, you're gonna have all the smokers at the health clinic.
Yeah. They say, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. What you want to get?
What was the name of the pink shit our mamas would put on us? Columbine?
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, Columbine lotion.
Man, that shit make you feel like you cracking up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had that shit on my whole body. I had my damn in my tarantalan sitting outside trying to get me some cells on.
Oh, that's funny, dog. That's funny shit.
They scared to death. What's wrong with you?
Hell yeah.
Hey, smoker pull up and say, hey, devil, what you got? You don't know if he talking about the crack or the chicken pox.
It's like you be driving around somewhere and you'll see an old dusty looking motherfucker come out the alley. And you'll say, man, did you see that dude? He looked like he was fucking with powder concrete or something.
All over.
Yeah.
That thing would make you itch more. Shit, man. You better not scratch it. Shit, I can't help it.
I remember it. Yeah, it was pink. It came in there. It looked like that shit people drink when they have a stomach ache. Yeah. But the bottle was a little flatter. The bottle wasn't as brand.
Just like that Robitussin, that old Robitussin cough shit they used to give you when you was a kid.
That was so nasty. That shit was so nasty, dog. My mother would have to hold me to pour that shit down my throat.
They use that for everything. You got a headache. Anything wrong with you, your mama give you for that for everything.
I
I
remember
hate that.
the doctor didn't have no problem handing out syrup.
No, yeah,
Boy,
Oh
man.
yeah, sure.
and your mama make sure you get that so your ass will sleep all night.
Yeah,
Sleep.
this what the dextromethorphan would have you feeling like you in a fucking sleep cloud. You drink that shit.
Spoon can't even fit in your mouth. So damn big ass spoon.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Goddamn cough syrup. Then you got motherfuckers that make it to a pro football team and want to get high off a cough syrup. Remember them dudes? They had made it to the pro football team, made it on the team, and they want to go and buy some damn cough syrup and get kicked out of the NFL a couple years ago. That was the craziest shit I ever heard.
Shit.
Man.
Be hooked on some nasty ass cough syrup.
Hey,
That
Devil went from some good history to some good conversation.
Yeah, that's real talk.
That like, yeah.
Shit.
Anybody got some questions up in that comment section? I seen
Y'all got some questions
of
for Big
dudes.
Devil? Hit
I
me
seen
with
a
some
couple of
questions.
dudes from Lynwood that was up in there. I was hollering at. I forgot his name. Yeah, because we had Melly Mel got a little footage yesterday, and I was at one of the big homie houses.
Melly Mel getting footage everywhere now.
Yeah,
Melly Mel's on the move.
Yeah.
Somebody, I know who got at me. The homeboy from Compton, Double R, got at me and sent me a picture of Jamel. And then I opened it up, and Jamel said that he's trying to get back his 29.5-inch arms, and that he's gonna start back working out again. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I told the homeboy, well, what am I supposed to say, man? You know, what am I supposed to say? I'm not gonna say nothing bad. I'm not one of these motherfuckers who want to rub salt in somebody's wound. I said what I had to say. I'm not gonna be promoted to say negative shit just for the sake of saying negative shit. I hope he does get some 29.5-inch arms back if that makes him feel better. You know, I just want him to feel better.
Hey, Devil, they want to know, did you guys identify yourself as 2 times or 3 times?
Nah, neither one. We 40 dudes. That's what we identify ourselves. 4 for Pope and 2 for Street. So that's how that's just another way that we throw up our hood. So we 40 dudes. But we never said 2 times or 3 times, none of that.
Cool. Let's see. What was you guys' hand sign?
The 4 and 2.
Oh, okay. So you would use both hands.
Yeah, the 4 or 2, or the P, like the same sign the Pueblos use. That P. That's our sign. Yeah.
Hey,
that's cool.
Pacoima Red, he a Lamb fan. He said, "How long you been a Weiner fan?"
Since '83. Since '83, man. So we've been smashing y'all since '83, man. You know what I'm saying? Back when the Seahawks was in the AFC.
Rams got a championship in what, the late '90s?
Yeah, late '90s. And then Kurt Warner. That's the only time they had a good team, when they had Kurt Warner over there. And Marshall Falk and all them.
They was good in, I think, '84 when they lost to the Steelers.
Oh yeah, '84. And then they was good when they lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They couldn't even score 10 points.
Oh yeah, they couldn't score. They shouldn't have been there though. You know the Saints supposed to have been there.
Yeah, I won a gang of money on that too, because I kept betting the under.
Oh yeah.
Every time the Rams gave the ball back to the Patriots, I put 100 on the under.
Damn.
Every time.
You were cleaning up.
Yeah, I was at the Westgate. I was cleaning up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I go there every year for the Super Bowl. I go at the Westgate and watch it right there.
Did you clean up this year?
Yeah, I cleaned up this year too. I put 1,500 on the Buccaneers second half with that +8.
Man, I'm glad you got all that stuff in your room. You're not only a good fan, you're a good gambler.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I play. Yeah, I got everything up.
Man,
I got all
You
the
like
old.
the Ken. You like
Man,
the Ken Griffey Jr. of this shit. That's
Fred,
what you are.
Fred Dean,
Yeah.
you know, Gore, Ty Rathman. Yeah, got my boy right there, Craig. 1,000-yard receiving, 1,000-yard rushing. Brian Young, autograph lining. These are playoff tickets. I went to the playoff at the Candlestick when we whooped on the Packers.
Yeah. I like the Jerry Rice. I used to really like the way he could catch.
That was at Candlestick.
Mm-hmm. I liked it in Montana too.
Gotta have Charles Haley up there.
I
Ricky,
forgot all about Haley.
yeah, Ricky
Yeah,
Waters,
Haley.
Tim McDonald,
Ricky. Yeah.
my boy
I
Keenan
like
Turner.
that you guys just running backs too.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about him too, Keenan Turner.
Yeah.
That was at Candlestick Park. We played the Rev. All the real Niner fans know who that is. Banjo. That's when we was at Candlestick right there at the parking lot tailgating.
Damn, it's freezing up. I can't see.
So I got everything up in there.
Hey, that was too much red for you, huh? Q's blinded you, huh?
Yeah, all that
I
red.
don't know. It did something to my phone. like it blew my phone's mind. My phone was like, "What's up?" My phone's like, "What's up, cuz?" I'm like, "Knock it off, phone."
They be saying, you wear all that red to the game? I said, yeah, man, I wear what I want to wear, man.
Damn right, you're a grown man.
Hey, Big
Yeah,
Devil. Big Devil.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Who's the all-time greatest out of Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and Dan Marino?
Shit. Well, I had to give it to Brady because I had to give it to Brady. Yeah, Brady. I had to. I got to submit.
You didn't want to go against Montana.
I got to submit. But Montana never lost a Super Bowl. But
right.
it's hard to top Brady, man. That dude right there, man. He just, But I don't think that Brady would have probably succeeded if he would have played in the '80s. Back when when you got to go against Taylor and all them dudes over there, and Greg Lloyd and Lott and all them dudes. That style of football was just different. Right now, it's grown man football back then.
Yeah,
I used to be way in the stands and you hear Lott hit somebody. It'd be like, man, the hell.
Yeah, they didn't have no protection for the quarterbacks back then.
Mm-hmm. But Marino was good too. He didn't never get a ring though. I think Elway was up there.
Elway was cool.
Yeah, but I give it to Brady though. Brady, he just, to get seven Super Bowl rings.
Hey man,
and that's just.
Look, bro. No disrespect to Steeler fans, man. Bradshaw don't belong in this conversation.
Nah. Because he never. That defense was Steelers known for that.
Starback was harder than Bradshaw.
I think so too, Q's.
Yeah. Starback was.
Starback was number one doing Bradshaw's reign. The number one quarterback was Starback. Yeah. The Cowboys had the best quarterback.
I just like the way Montana went out, man. How they did Montana and they sent him over there to the Chiefs. I like that.
Yeah.
No, that was dirty.
Yeah, they fucked when they did that. You know what I'm saying? They wanted. I didn't really like Steve. He was cool, but Montana was that drive, man. He was that hard. That was the face of the team. Even when Lott left, Ronnie Lott left, that struck my heart.
Yeah. I can't believe they did Montana like that either.
Yeah,
the Chargers did the same thing. They got rid of Junior Seau. Then they got rid of Thomason. They're them owners.
The Chargers never win a Super Bowl in our lifetime.
Wow. Sound like the Clippers. Oops.
Yeah, they'll never win a Super Bowl in our life. Some of these teams will never win in our lifetime. Just the organization, the way they do, just like Dallas. I don't think Dallas will ever get a ring again. Yeah. Just because Jerry Jones and the way he, you're your owner. You're supposed to let your coach the team. You're owner of the team. You're supposed to be in the back, play the back. You didn't see Robert Kraft out there doing. You seen him in the sex parlors, but you didn't see him out there really tripping with the media and speaking on different players and all that.
Yeah.
Players ain't gonna come out and say nothing, but they don't like that fool.
Nah. They
Hey,
probably
man,
don't enjoy
this
playing for him.
this is why you can't talk about the greatest, because people throwing in Aikman and Plunkett and Bradshaw.
Nah,
We're talking about the greatest, man, not the
Plunkett and the
top 10.
Raiders. Nah,
I put Peyton Manning over Terry Bradshaw.
yeah, I put him over them too. Because Bradshaw he didn't rack up no yard. He really didn't change the game. He wasn't a game changer when he got on the field. He get a ball to Franco Harris, but he
Yeah,
wasn't no. He throw
Rocky
them deep
Blau.
bombs. He throw those deep bombs. I put so boy name Cunningham shit over damn Bradshaw.
Yeah, if
Shit.
Cunningham was on that Steeler team, he would have did the same thing Bradshaw did.
Yeah, he throw those bombs. That's it. We talking about change the game.
Right.
Last drive of the game. Brady, Montana. They gonna get it done. Elway. At final drive. Yeah, they gonna get it done. They gonna win the game for you. Aikman. I put Aikman over Bradshaw.
Yeah, Aikman had a good career.
Yeah, Aikman was slaying that rock around the field.
But while you bullshitting, oh my God, look at this. Motherfucker just can't rest.
What'd he
Nobody
say?
want to hear about Pittsburgh, homie.
Man, we don't want to.
No, I ain't finna sit here and let this man talk about Bradshaw and downrate Bradshaw like that.
Man,
Steelers, man, we changed. Hey, we was the first coming back to back. We did back to back, double back to backs.
Yeah.
How can you knock Bradshaw out of that?
But y'all did that double back to backs on that defense though.
No, we did. Listen, offense, the immaculate reception. That's why Raider fans is mad at us to this day.
Yeah, but that's for Franco Harris, right? That was the deflection and then Franco Harris.
Right. But the quarterback had to throw to Lynn Swan and Stallworth in order for them to get their touchdowns, correct?
Yeah.
So he still got his 4 rings.
Yeah, but he wasn't
remember they had Stickum. And remember that running back you just named, he would put so much Stickum on his hands. One time he caught the ball with his fingertips.
No, you're talking about the Raiders.
Yeah, you're talking about the Raiders.
The Raiders had all the Stickum.
Yeah.
All right.
But Bradshaw wasn't a game changer.
Bro, Lynn Swan and Stallworth used to jump out of this world to catch his wild passes.
Right, but he got 4 before Montana got his.
Yeah, he got that.
He got his before
See, but without our defense, Montana still would have got those rings.
Huh?
Without our defense, Montana would have got those rings.
Yeah, listen, they always say defense wins games, man. If y'all didn't have defense back
but our
then,
offense was, we were scoring 55 on every Super Bowl. We was putting up 50 and more, damn near.
Yeah, that's when they changed the game to run it. That's when they changed the game to the passing league.
Yeah, that's when we had Roger Craig and all that. He had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving.
Man, give me Steve Young over Terry Bradshaw, man.
Oh my God!
Give me AR-15, AR-12, whatever. Aaron Rodgers. I'll take a whole bunch of people over Bradshaw, man.
Y'all serious, man? Y'all need to stop that.
You just a diehard Steelers fan. That's all.
I might have to go look at some tape on Terry Bradshaw because I wasn't really watching it in the 70s. I just see the tapes.
No, he was cool. He was cool, but he wasn't.
Bradshaw was tough.
Yeah, he was cool, but he wasn't on top 3.
He wasn't no quarterback that would go out the game because he got a headache. They didn't even really have that concussion rule. Bradshaw would play with a concussion.
Hold on, kids. Steve Young played with many concussions, and Fran Tarkenton used to get fucked up like no quarterback in the history of football, and he didn't go out.
Yeah, but Steve Young, he was susceptible to concussions. That concussion shit ended his career early.
Who your top Steeler player of all time?
My top Steeler, I would have to go with the bus.
The bus, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was with,
To me,
yeah.
but then at the same time, I mean, you go with different eras. I was a Swan fan.
Yeah.
What got me to be a Steeler fan, you know what I'm saying? But as the time went on, I used to like Plexico Burris. They got rid of his ass.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of players that I like that Steelers.
Yeah, I like Greg Lloyd over there when he was over there.
Yeah,
Lloyd was
the
a
defensive
beast.
side.
Lloyd was no joke.
What we fucked up is we should have got Marino in that '84 draft, and we would have kept our streak of Super Bowls going on.
We should have got goddamn Rodgers instead of getting damn Alex Smith. Fucked us up.
For real.
Yeah.
My favorite Niner all time is Lott, Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott, man,
he would lift his knees up high because he knew to keep them knees out of the way.
No, you know who used to run high for the
Roger Craig
was
Roger Craig.
Roger Craig. That
nigga Roger did keep his knees up high too.
And Ricky Waters.
Yeah, they were smart. They knew. That was a good style right there.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I thought.
I don't like that damn coach we got.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
I don't like that damn coach we got, Shanahan. He had goddamn choke artists. That damn Super Bowl. Soon as the third quarter came and in that first pass he threw, I said, we left. We started leaving. We left Las Vegas. I said, man, let's go. This game over with. My wife's like, they win. I'm like, believe me, this shit is over. This motherfucker doing that same shit he did with Atlanta, coming out slinging the ball when they couldn't even stop the run. And then we started throwing the ball like he damn Brady all over the damn place.
Hey, do y'all think it's strange that Texas wanted to get rid of Deshaun Watson, and then all of a sudden all these allegations pop up?
Shit.
Yeah.
Without question. All these allegations pop up.
Without question.
Yeah, he had never last in Texas. No, the Texans ain't gonna never win ever in our lifetime either. They might as well just cancel that whole damn franchise.
It's a wrap for Deshaun Watson. Ain't nobody gonna want him now.
Yeah.
Once they gave up Hopkins, that was it.
Yeah.
Ship just
well,
sunk.
then they just got rid of Watt as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
you can just tell 13. The motherfuckers Cleveland Browns will win a championship before they will.
Right, because they dismantling the whole team basically of what they had that had a chance to make it to the Super Bowl. They dismantled it. And now dude got all these allegations. Shit, he might not play football no more.
I wanted to see Cleveland get up. I wanted to see Cleveland win the Super Bowl. I wanted to see them motherfuckers win this year. I was pulling for them.
Hey, Devil, did y'all like my man that was on the Falcons, Deion Sanders?
Man, Deion Sanders, he was cool. That was prime time.
Yes.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
On the Falcons.
I liked him. I liked it. Bo Jackson. Their careers didn't last long. Deion broke his big toe. He broke his big toe, and that messed his running career up. And then
when he went to the Cowboys, I lost respect for him.
I knew you was going to say that.
Yeah, he should have stayed one more year.
One thing about Deion, he had swag, man. No matter what uniform he picked up and he put on, that motherfucker looked hard.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to tackle him up. He wasn't going to tackle nobody.
Nah, he wasn't no tackler.
But his ass will get his floss on when he get that interception or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was shut down corner. He probably be a best corner. I gave him the best corner ever.
He was a lockdown corner, man.
Let me ask
you. Punt return. They don't really mention that he used to return punts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darrell Green was a good.
Who y'all think is the hardest hitting safety?
Right now?
No.
Ever? Lott
was one of the top two.
Kenny Easley.
No, I have to go. I have to put in the top two would be Atwater.
Atwater was a beast. Atwater was a beat.
What
But
he
you
hit?
know who else was hard? He wasn't black either. Lynch.
Lynch, yeah. Lynch
Oh
was
yeah,
hitting hard.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kenny Easley for the Seahawks, he was tight too. He was a hard hitting that safety too.
I
Yeah.
think I give
Number 45.
Atwater because when he hit Okoye
Yeah.
in
Christian
the
Okoye.
hole,
Yeah.
hey,
But Atwater, I think Lott was because Lott played two positions. He played
He
corner, then he
played
played
corner
strong
and
safety.
safety.
right.
But yeah, Lott was hitting, man. Lott was knocking shit down, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Mother was scared to come through that middle, test Lott out.
Yeah, don't forget Brian Dawkins and Jack Tatum.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Jack
Oh.
Tatum, Brad Dawkins.
Well, you can't take out Palomalu either.
No, he was a linebacker.
Huh?
Wasn't Palomalo a linebacker?
No,
Nah,
he
he
was
was
safety.
strong safety.
Oh, he played
Good
safety?
Yeah, he was
That
safety.
boy was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had all around game.
Yeah,
I
Palomalu
think
used to come up with the linebackers but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a safety.
I get Lawrence Taylor probably the best outside linebacker ever.
Taylor was a beast.
What about middle linebacker?
Shit. Middle linebacker.
Oh, the best
I-
middle
that-
linebacker was from the Steelers.
That you talking about Lambert?
Yeah.
No.
Jack Ham?
Middle
Terry.
linebacker.
His name was Terry. Terry.
I'll have to give it to Brooks from Buccaneers.
Oh, he was a beast.
Yeah, Brooks, as far as like
He became a coach. He became a coach for the 49ers.
You talking about the Bears?
Yeah, the
Oh, you talking about
Bears. Yeah, he was a Bear.
Singletary.
Singletary.
But Singletary.
Singletary was the best. Singletary was the best in his time.
Yeah, in that time, probably in the 80s. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he was the best in his time.
Brooks can cover. He can stop the run, cover. He can do it all. Brooks, he was all over the place.
Hey, get him jank. This fool said Charles Woodson was the best corner.
Charles Woodson, not coverage.
Yeah, Woodson was hard coming out of Michigan.
Yeah, Woodson was.
He was hard he was more at Michigan than he.
See, but Charles Woodson, his game was different because he could actually hit your ass. So he
could hit.
Yeah. Sanders was too flamboyant. Woodson played the game. He'd tackle you, interception, play. Shit, he played all over the field.
Yeah.
Forgot about Woodson. Yeah, Woodson was tough.
Right, but Woodson could run the ball back too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Ain't no question.
Yeah, he'd pick his shit.
Yeah, Woodson was nice.
I'll give it to Woodson.
He made the Wall of Fame, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any of y'all teams y'all have for the NCAA?
I got Baylor winning it all, man.
Baylor's nice, ain't they?
I'm going with Baylor.
Baylor's nice.
They play like an NBA team.
Yeah.
They balling.
I'm looking for UCLA or USC to get up in there somewhere, man.
They too small.
Oregon State won, didn't they?
Yeah. UCLA and USC.
Pac-12.
Too small.
The Pac-12 showing up.
Yeah, USC too small for Baylor.
Yeah. Oh no, they can't hang with Baylor. They ain't got a chance in hell to beat Baylor.
Yeah. I think Houston gonna make it all. Houston gonna make it to the Final Four.
Did Houston win today?
You think Gonzaga gonna take it off?
Hell no.
Oh, Houston won by 3 today, huh?
Yeah. Gonzaga ain't gonna take it off because of the talent level that Gonzaga play. It's different from the talent level that than the ACC and everybody else play. They play Pepperdine and all those little small schools. They blow them out by 30 points, but I give them a shot though, but I don't think they're gonna win it.
Yeah, me neither. I told Loco that shit.
Yeah, most people
don't forget
on their predictions got that.
Hey, Michigan best players hurt, but they still a hell of a team, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got Michigan or Baylor going further than Gonzaga, bro.
Yeah. Illinois let me down today. They killed my ticket today. Illinois, What
Boy,
they damn. That's
I
the
wish you could have talked to me about Illinois. I knew they wasn't gonna do shit.
what?
You know what's crazy is because this is going to be a strange year. I'm pretty sure, man, it's going to be somebody that's way out the picture is going to fucking win it all. You know what I'm saying? That nobody is going
Not this year. Not this year.
Yeah, I'm just
You
going
don't
by
think so?
experience and whoever played together the longest. I'm going by
Yeah.
experience and who played with the style of basketball they play.
Right.
Hey, Big Devil. Since you just said that, if you do your homework on college football, that's the key to success right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Them college football teams that have been playing together,
The longest, yeah.
yeah, they gonna go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Like
Just like you
Alabama.
can, just like yeah. But see, Alabama gonna always have a good ass squad no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you look at them college teams, they got like if they starting like 8 freshmen on
Mm-hmm.
offense and defense, they ain't gonna be shit for about 2 years. But look for them in 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
though.
Like yeah. Like San Diego State and all them small schools like that. They were coming out. They be balling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
San Diego State got a
Nevada.
nice basketball program and
Oh yeah.
football. Football be kind of on the bubble.
Yeah.
They don't never had no defense though.
Oh
In
yeah.
football.
Yeah. College football just got too many damn teams, too many conferences, too many damn teams. There's just too many of them.
Right.
They didn't change it up so much that I think football is starting for some schools right now. That they've changed
They need
the
to start
seasons
playing.
for
I think
football.
I heard that college kids are going to start getting paid or something. I was looking at that today.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to protest or something to get paid, start getting paid or advertising or something like that. They need to.
They should.
All them colleges making all that money, but I figure they say, well, we'll give you a scholarship, so you ain't gotta. Man, we gonna give you a scholarship and some money. Yeah, give me some money too.
Hell yeah, because them boosters is making them they making millions for the school for their sports program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why they trying their best to get, they tried their best to get this March Madness going through because they lost so much money last year for the shit they're trying to recoup.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is a damn Boilermaker. I ain't never known what the hell is that. The Purdue Boilermaker. The Boilermaker. What the hell is that?
I don't know. Look, you could tell we're getting ready to go to a new era because today you seen players wearing them shirts that say NCAA don't own me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna push a line on that. They're gonna have the NAACP gonna fold too and go with it because without them, your school your program gonna fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't let somebody push the race card out there. Then you can open up a whole nother can. Don't let somebody pull up with Al Sharpton or somebody with him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some shit.
A boiler is a boiler technician.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured that somebody that be working in the steam rooms.
Yeah, they work on ships.
So the Purdue, ain't they logo a train or something?
Yeah, but they got a lot of boilers. They got boilers on ships, and old prisons have boilers too. Like old Folsom, it had boiler room too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is my other little thing right here. I got all kind of shit going on. I can't wait to that football. I can't wait to go to a game, man. This year couldn't even go to no game, man. Fuck my wife up.
All right.
Ain't nothing like
just
that.
Want to do that? Let me show
you.
Yeah,
man. Let me see it. Ooh, okay. The steel curtain.
Yeah, nothing but Steelers up in there, baby.
Uh-huh.
That's why he wanted to come on.
Yeah, like that.
Hey, but I can move it. Look, I can move it around my man cave and get to some of my Lakers shit too. Let me see.
Hey man, don't embarrass yourself, man. He didn't have all them white spots on his wall and all the different colors and shit. He had all 49 and shit up in there, Goob.
Oh, hey, well, I'm a Laker fan and a Steeler fan.
I feel you.
So
at least you got one out of two, right?
Yeah,
Hey.
I like the Lakers.
Maybe I'll show my little godfather. Shit.
I ain't really been watching the Lakers since Kobe left the Lakers, but you know I
Listen,
still support them.
since I'm a diehard godfather cat, let me show you this side of my
Yeah,
wall.
I'm a Dodger fan, but I like what the Padres did this year.
Padres got a squad. Hopefully they
Man,
don't fix their bullpen.
God damn, they got that bullpen. You ain't gonna be able to hit against the motherfuckers.
Man,
Snell and all the motherfuckers over there.
Who y'all got for baseball this year?
I'm still
I'm going
sticking to
I'm
the
going with the
Dodgers,
Dodgers.
but you gotta watch out for them Padres though.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego Padres.
Yeah,
The Rays should have won, man. That bad coaching mistake cost them.
yeah. And then no boy Tony Snell went to the Padres now. That pitcher from the
I don't know if
from the
Snell did,
Rays.
but they picked up somebody from I think Cleveland. They
Yeah,
picked up like two hell of a pitchers.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then the
Then they got
Dodgers picked up one.
Snell. I forgot the other one name. Yeah, they're gonna be throwing that damn ball. Yeah, I sucked at baseball. I couldn't hit a damn. I couldn't even hit a damn kickball if they pitched it to me. But I can catch it. Though. I can run fast and I can catch. I used to steal bases like a motherfucker.
Yeah, baseball used to be. It's crazy that kids nowadays don't get out and play baseball like we used to play in the hood, man. Like over the line, and you know what I'm saying, just pitching at each other, and you know what I'm saying. We grew up. Like,
I never seen. I ride down the back streets, and I don't even see kids playing football on people's front yards anymore.
Yeah.
I don't see no baseball games in the middle of the street. Kids don't even play no more.
We used to play throw up tackle. We used to play throw up tackle.
They too interested in social media and staying on what they can see on Instagram and TikTok
Too pretty.
and all that other shit.
Well, it's the video games and the drive-by shootings that ruin all that.
Yeah.
That too.
They're too pretty, man. They don't want to get no black eye, no busted lip, no busted nose. You know, you come up in the house with a big old black eye, busted lip.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't playing outside.
If we had social media back then, we would have been posting all them black eyes,
man,
all them big hits in the bushes, and
falling
all
out of trees and everything, trying to get them little spots. Nigga fall out of the tree.
Man,
knees scraped up from hitting the concrete from trying to catch a ball.
Street King skates. Put the Street King skates and nail it to a crate. Push the crate down the hill. Street Kings on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about a scooter?
The Street King skates. The Street King.
Yeah, the Street King skates.
Yeah, get it
chopped in half, made into a scooter.
Yeah, and push it down.
Yeah, that was the shit. That was the shit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See, social media got it all. Social media got it all fucked up now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They won't even go. Saturdays used to be our day back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, remember when you used to go back to school? You used to go back to the school and get the free lunches on Saturday.
Yeah.
Go up to the school, get the cheese and everything, get the free lunches, the hamburgers and everything, go play some jams, kickball.
Yeah, for the whole summer.
Yeah,
we only got it in the summer.
Yeah,
the whole summer.
Summer school.
Shit.
Go swimming, eat chili Fritos, play football. Man,
I went to summer camp.
Gangbanging was still going on, but we still played football outside on 68th Street.
Yeah, without question.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they go crazy, homie.
When
your girl, devil.
Huh?
There go your girl.
There go your childhood girl, Crip Crazy.
Hey, that's the truth, I'm telling you. She's a real deal. Whoever said she wasn't. Shit, I'm telling you. Trooper don't play. The real Crip Crazy.
Tell her to come on, Kev. Give her send her invite.
She don't know how, man.
Yeah, I know her.
Fuck.
I don't know of her. I know her.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You're not speaking secondhand information.
No.
You speaking first-hand eyewitness information.
Firsthand. A real
That's what's it all about.
Real Pomino gangster Crip right there.
That's all I need. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
You know.
Yeah.
And we'll get busy with everything.
Yeah. That would be like me validating my Creep sister, you know, a lady khaki, real gang banging girl at school. Would fight
Yeah.
all the girls, end up in LP with us and locked up and we go to co-eds and dance and shit inside a jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, and then I see a lot of people that don't know that see her, and then she got this big old pretty nice smile, and they think that, you probably, oh, she a pretty girl. But no,
Yeah.
she's dangerous. She's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's best to,
Leave her alone. Don't be pushing up on her.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's my thing.
She ain't just rap because you got a lot of people that be rapping about it but don't really be about it.
Oh yeah,
rapping about it. She
She said, "I'm the driver and the shooter." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. Yeah, I seen the interview they did up there at the park. When she was up there at the park. Yeah, Big Junie. Yeah, Big Junie, another one. That was. This is locked up with Big Junie. Big Junie had them hands.
Yeah, Junie had a nice name behind them walls.
Yeah, I know all of them.
So when we were in juvenile hall, like every month we would have the big dance, and so if you did okay, 5 people from each unit could go to the big dance in the gym. So they had a thing called the Family Treatment Program in Las Padrinas Juvenile Hall LP. So all the women were over there, and they would come over, and they would be in the dance. We had a high five. We'd be sitting in there dancing. The counselors would dim the lights, and they would let us actually, have a righteous good dance and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no one ever turned out the party. That was a cool thing.
Yeah, LP was cool. I was in Central when they filmed that movie American Me back in '91.
Oh
yeah, I was up in Central when they filmed that, and they locked us down.
That movie was fake, but it got a lot of people hurt with that fake shit too. Yeah. That was real.
Yeah,
the other part about it was fake.
That's why
I made a movie like that.
I got a lot of my gang intel from as far as like the West Side Crips, as far as like the Marvins and the Gear gangs and the A-Trade Hoovers. It's from Juvenile Hall. We way in Lynwood on the east side. So, I didn't travel. Yeah. I didn't go past, I didn't go past Alameda. You know what I'm saying? Past Maine. So when I go to Juvenile Hall, you seeing all these LA gangs and shit, you like, damn, you kicking it with an A-Trade. Next thing you know, they getting down. I'm like, who was that? We fighting? Oh, he's fighting 60. You see Harlem's or whatever. You see all these different, LA gangs. It's like, man. But when I ran into the Compton Crips or the Watts Crips, it was more, I know about them. You know what I'm saying? So I was gathering all my intel, through Juvenile Hall system. And it was on and cracking like this.
The good thing about Juvenile Hall is that they would let people intermingle. We wasn't segregated in Juvenile Hall. You could go up to the gym, go to school. You could move around, go across the field.
Yeah, and they let you get down. I was an N&O and LP, and we had Mr. Stegar. He as soon as you come in there, ask you where you from, where your enemies, and he let you get down and get it out the way before fuck his unit up. He let you get in the showers and get out. I'll give you 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
Yeah.
They used to they would make us take our shoes off and just have our socks on, and they would put these mattress mats down in this room, and they would let us go in there and fight.
Yeah.
Well, you could fight, wrestle, you could do everything in the fight. The rules of the fight was you could fight, the fight could turn into a wrestle, but what you can't do is gouge. So long as you fighting, if you gouge, you go into the hole. That was the rule.
And Sylmar was like a school camp. It was like a college campus up in Sylmar. It was nice and clean, and grass was green. You didn't see no barbed wire fence, none of that up in Sylmar.
Yeah, when I got to Sylmar, when I got to what happened during my time, Sylmar had the earthquake, and they shut it down, and they brought all the kids from Sylmar to East Lake because the earthquake had broke up the old building. They used to have an old building. You heard about that?
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Yeah.
I was in Latham Hall. In Central. You remember Latham Hall? Did they have Latham Hall back then in Central?
Yeah, they had it.
Yeah, I was up in
Yeah.
there. That's where I did my first little 45 days. I did up in there, and they gave me a furlough. They let me go home for a weekend and come back.
Yeah,
I was trying to
furloughs
bring
are
some
cool.
weed. Yeah, I was trying to bring some weed and some and matches and stuff back and got cracked. Couldn't even stash it good enough. That first thing they did was strip me. They found the shit. I said, "Oh, that shit was trying to bring it back."
Hey, Crip Crazy, I'm gonna check that link out after this live.
That's Crip Crazy, the female Crip Crazy.
Yeah, she sent me an email with a video of Jamel Barnes.
Yeah.
All it is just I got the same one. That's the one Double R sent me. He just opens up and he's not talking. It's just a picture of him. And then under the bottom of the picture, it's just got some writing.
Oh, he
I'm
said
pretty
he's
sure
big homie,
it's
Cutes.
same one.
He said he trained you and took you, Cutes.
Well, maybe in his mind. In his mind.
Cutes.
Yeah,
How much older was Mouse than you?
Probably around 3 years.
Damn, he was Tookie age.
Yeah.
Damn.
They were all around the same.
Yeah.
Donald Archie, all of them.
Yeah.
The big homie out of Inglewood, Michael Christian. All of those guys were around the same age.
Yeah, I think Christian is 1955. I was just looking at his bio.
Yeah, Melvin Hardy, all of them. Those were the OGs.
Yeah.
Buddha, all of them. Big Raymond Washington, Craig Crowder, Psycho Michael, Vertus Swan, all of those dudes.
Somebody, Queen is correcting me and saying raised. I said trained on purpose. And Crystal said you're a very modest guy, Cutes.
Tell her thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody got at me with a long ass email talking about how Cutes is different from everybody else. How Cutes doesn't glorify his past. He's more into setting facts straight and giving messages to the kids.
Yeah, more articulate.
Yeah. Oh, he's very articulate. That's why I like Monster Cody so much.
Yeah.
Monster is so detailed and articulate. It's a damn shame.
Yeah,
you won't really appreciate Monster until you hear what he said months later. You might think when you with him, he said some crazy shit. But if you really go back and listen to what he talks about, you'd be amazed about what you get out of what he's saying.
Yeah. Monster's the type of person you could listen to his interview 5 times and you hear something different each time.
Right.
Yeah.
I met him at my pop's house one time, a couple of times.
Cool.
My pop's an 8-track gangster.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's your daddy's name?
Jeter.
I probably know Jeter. That name
Fred.
sure sounds familiar.
My uncle Fred J. Fred J. and Big Stan, rest in peace.
Big Stan? Yeah. I know them.
Yeah.
I know them.
Yeah, that's how I met Big Spike and all them and GC, and that's what they hung with.
Oh, okay. Probably met Sidewinder Raper too, huh?
Yeah, Big Sidewinder, yep.
Yeah, all right.
Big Sidewinder.
R.I.P. All right.
Little baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Cute.
Yeah.
I'd ask Rockhead the same thing. What you think was the change? Do you think it was a big change from the 80s to the 90s in the pen? You know what I'm saying? As far as
prison
coming in?
Well, it's like this. When the new guys come in, if they come in real deep, then they could affect a little bit of a change. But when they come in, hard as we were, everybody basically had to fall in line. But if you coming in deep, then you could affect some change. But if something's already been established, then you just going to be deep. You're not going to affect the change. You're going to go along what's going on in there before you got there. You
Right.
understand that? So it was basically like that because the CCO, they had a big car and they were strong. So when all them other groups would come in there real strong, they couldn't really have no effect on those guys because they had structure.
Right.
Yeah,
So
they had a lot of riders.
Yeah, so if they're gonna come in, they go either fall in line with that or they're gonna find their place.
right. So
But
after
they're not gonna start their own thing. They're not gonna just be a maverick. If they from a set, then they're gonna stay with the set. They can stay with their set because most of the basic neighborhoods are the basic neighborhoods.
Hey, Cute, you didn't tell me you was locked up in Tracy with Baby Warlock.
Yeah, that was me and him rode up together.
He told me, and y'all got put on the yard with the Vanguards.
Yeah.
And he gave me some stories. I'm not going to repeat them, but he told me you was riding on dudes.
Yeah, well, Warlock, I'm telling you, Warlock was with me every day, and and it was kind of sad because one day Warlock just was gone, and I think he either got out or he went to the feds. But me and Warlock came through Chino together, the county jail, all the way to Tracy.
Yeah, he ended up going to San Quentin when the CCOs was there.
Okay.
83, right?
Yeah, he got at me on Facebook. He had got out, so I was getting at him and shit.
Yeah,
hey, tell him to give an interview.
He is. He's gonna do one. He said he got 3 issues. Number one, he don't want to bring back that life. He don't want to glorify it.
He don't got to talk about it in a glorification way.
Right.
He was a Crip 5. He was a Crip 5, so he could talk about his experience as a kid with Stagger Lee, Stacy Bullocks,
Absolutely.
Baby Warlock, and all of those guys. He could talk about living around the corner from me. It's a lot he could talk about.
Well, yeah, he could talk about Deniful, Raymond Cook, the original Warlock.
Yeah.
That's a lot he could talk about. But then he had
There's
another
a lot he could talk about.
He wants to figure out what type of angle he want to take first, what type of approach. So he wants to kind of rehearse it in his head before he do it. And the other issue was pretty much just him waiting to see how his probation's going.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell him whatever he talks about, we'll be right there with him to support him. And our history, is going to be a cool thing for us to hear, man, from his experience.
All right. Cali Boy said it seemed like heavy gang activity lasted 20 years, from 72 to 92. And Miss 702 want to know if you knew any Walnuts.
Oh yeah, I knew the founders of the Walnuts, the Bourgeois, Michael Bourgeois, Kenny Bourgeois. They had a sister named Pat. How I met these Walnuts is through my cousin, the Magnificent Seven, Pretty Chucky, and he started dating Michael Bourgeois, his sister, and he had a baby by her, and we used to go over there, and so I met him like that. And we would pull up, go in the house and stuff, and then it's funny because they had another bourgeois, not a bourgeois, but another Walnut by the name of I think his name was Sims, Big Buff Sims, and he was in relation with a homie off the west side, and so they used to buff, and Took knew him too. It was Big. His name was Big Sims, so he was over there too.
Sims.
No, not Ricardo Sims.
Oh, okay.
This dude Seals. His name was Seals.
Bobby Seals.
Yeah, big. I think his name was Seals.
Bobby.
He was a weightlifter, but he was like, I think he was like one of the founders of the Walnuts.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy Lavender told me.
Jimmy Lavender could probably name all the Walnuts.
And Jimmy Labrador
It,
from
it was a
Bishop.
small gang.
Yeah.
It was a small gang, and it didn't last long. And it came and it went, but they had a name for themselves. But it didn't last long.
Yeah, we got a Walnut Block Crip in Lynwood.
Oh yeah. Because the walnuts over here was on a small street called Wall, and I believe it was either right off of Florence or it was off of Manchester. I can't quite remember. It was either one of those streets it was right off of.
Uh-oh.
Cute. Do you remember any of the females from Walnut?
The only female that I remember was Michael Bourgeois' sister, and her name was Pat. And I don't know if she banged. I don't know. But I know she went with my cousin, and he ended up having a baby by her. But I didn't know any of the other females.
The reason why I asked, because the females around me always say that they were original. Okay, I might be mixing it up because I ain't really good with this game thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still studying the videos for the SAT. So,
okay.
Is the Wall Street Crips, which are near San Pedro, is that the same as the Walnut Crips? Is that the same or two different?
No, the Walnuts was not Crips. The Walnuts was not Bloods either. The Walnuts were a gang, and I think before AC and them, made pyramids and joined all of these different entities up, and they put the Blood umbrella over it. I think the Walnuts had disbanded prior to that happening. I don't. If the Walnuts became Bloods, then they became Bloods shortly after, and they wasn't Bloods for a long time because the Walnut name died out, like the Exterminator name died out, and all these other little
the ones
gangs.
that are near San Pedro, they were Wall Street Crips.
Wall Street Crips. I never heard of Wall Street
like
Crips.
87th, 88th, and San Pedro. The end of the street going back west is Wall Street.
Oh yeah, the street could be Wall Street, but back then there was a gang called Walnuts. There have never been a gang called Wall Street Crips.
Okay. So there was only the Walnuts. So what would have been the name of the gang off 87th, 88th, and San Pedro back then, like the 60s, 70s?
88. Well, all of that over there, that eventually became Swans.
I think she's talking. San Pedro. She's
87th, 88th, like the park where Green. Yeah.
She's talking about the 87 Gangsters by Avalon Gardens.
Okay, then you got Jamel's gang. You had the Avalon Garden Boys. You had those dudes. You had different little gangs that were over there off of Avalon.
But you familiar with Fat Larry, right? Remember Fat Larry from South Central Cartel?
Just like the Fultres.
Also Wall Street.
Oh, there's some 87 gangsters right there. South Central Cartel.
Then you could affect some change. But if something's already been established, then you're just gonna be.
The volume left.
I think he froze.
Yeah, no, that was because the CCO, they had a big car and they were strong. So with all them other.
Kev Mac, you're mute. We can't hear you, Kev Mac.
Oh, Crip Crazy, thank you. You have to exit out one of your browsers.
Either fall in line with that or they're gonna fall.
Crip Crazy, you have to exit out your first browser or you're not gonna be able to come on with us because we hear your feed.
Yeah, close your browser, the first browser.
Did she do it?
So, Kev Mac, do you ever hear about any of the original female Crips from that area there, that neighborhood? Oh, Kevin Mack left too?
No, he's there. So
I have.
you want to hear the original East Side Cripplettes over there?
Well, yeah, in particular to those, yeah.
It was kind of sad because shit. Somebody got on a browser.
Is that cool crazy?
Together, the county jail, all the way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I can't reply.
Yeah, she got a.
We can still hear you, Cutes.
Yeah, but it's making me go like 3 times back, like in time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want to give her some history of some Cripplettes and some names. Okay, so in Compton, you had Black Connie, you had Tora. Those were the main 2 Cripplettes that stood out in the beginning. And then on the east side, you had Pam Todd, you had Jackie Todd. Those were the main 2 east side Cripplettes that stood out. On the west side, you had Bonnie, you had Goldie, you had the Cripplettes that started at Horseman, Lady Khaki, Margie Clark, Strawberry. So those were like the West Side Cripplettes over there, and you had there was a couple more, and so out of the girls, the only ones who really had reps and stood out were the ones who would end up going to juvenile hall with us. They were like go do things. Oh, see. I can't.
Did you know Peaches from Corp?
Crazy. Turn off one of your devices or close one of your browsers. We hearing the feedback.
Okay, I don't know what browser.
Did you ever hear the name Demetrius? Because she was like homegirls of Pamela and Jackie Todd. She wasn't family to them. They just ended up with the same last name.
Say her name again.
Demetrius Todd.
Demetrius. No.
Okay.
I never heard of Demetrius.
But
How
one
old
thing
was
I
she?
could
Old
say
as
about,
them? Was she the same age as
yeah,
them?
she was the same age as them. Yeah, they was all homegirls, Cheetah included. All of them was homegirls and family and all that stuff.
I know it
That
would
like
be a
their
bunch
little
of them.
crew was tight. Like
I know
they still
that.
be like together now, connected to each other now. So I'm just like, you guys know way more history than I'll ever know.
Yeah, but we don't know a lot of the female history. See, you got to realize that the girls, they were like rolling on their own. They would go boots, they would go jacking, they would go taking shit. They would all get together and go do shit. So you had like Hollywood, you had different crews of these girls. They were cripplettes and they would go out doing shit. But we mostly lived in juvenile hall, and we would run into them either in the hall, or we would see them at parties, or if we went to school with them, then we knew them on a personal basis. Some of the girls would have reps, and then their name would stay with you for a little while. Some of them were very pretty, so you would be like, "Oh, I want to go see her. I liked her at the Watts Festival or whatnot." But for the most part, we were like, into our gang banging, and we didn't really have a lot of time, to really get in there, because we wasn't mandating anything on them. We wasn't like directing them. We were like just, thugs out and about, and they were operating the same way. We didn't have structure, so it wasn't like we did a roll call or anything. But like I said, if the girl stuck out, then people remember them to this day. But some of them, they just didn't stick out. but some of them just did. Like Monkey Man had a sister named Ella, and just some of the girls, they just have a rep like a dude because they did some gangster shit when it was time to do it.
Hey,
And
Q.
you just remember, yeah,
So, Q, did you have any homegirls under the Magnificent Seven?
yeah. We had the Magnificent Seven Lets.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 20 girls.
Right.
The only girl name I used to always hear about was Rambo, Lotus Park, back when I was coming up.
See, yeah, the girls' names stick out.
Mm-hmm.
Rambo, Cynthia
You know, I got a
Nunn,
far-fetched one,
Underdogs.
and then I'm gonna leave because Kevin Mack probably gonna give me the boot after this one. But my mom and them always say when they were younger, when this was all starting, because you know it was nothing before the like original people, right? That
Yeah.
they always heard of the reputation of what's the singer's name? Etta James. And they said that Etta James was really known in South Central to be like a little gangster of her own. Can anyone add any information to that?
No, because Etta James was before our time. The only one who could
Oh.
probably comment on her would be Big Munson or Bird.
Exactly.
Because
You
she
would have
was
to
saying
talk
that
to some
like the
gangsters.
original Cripplettes like looked up to Etta James because she was a little gangster of her own. She had a little reputation of her own.
Yeah, but Etta James, the singer, I'm telling you,
Hmm.
she was balling like in the 60s,
Yeah.
the 1960s. So you would have to get that history from someone that was banging in the 60s. In the 60 gangs in LA was the Slausons, the Gladiators, the Outlaws, the Rebel Rousers, the Van Ness Boys,
Well, here go the thing, Miss 702.
Grims.
Etta James was born in 1938. So
Yeah,
when you start talking about the OG Crips, you're talking about 1953, 54, 55, 56,
Hmm.
57.
Hmm.
yeah.
So that's almost 20-year difference.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
But you're supposed to be the encyclopedia. That's why I throw everything at you.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Chris know all that,
yeah,
but
that,
Chris is right. If anybody's gonna know, it's gonna probably be
Mhm.
Bird from Salsa.
yeah,
Okay.
he would know that.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go back to the chat now.
Okay, thanks for coming
That
on.
was dope.
You lucky Rockhead ain't here because he likes you.
Joe Rockhead.
Yeah, my buddy Rockhead likes that.
Yeah, I used to hear his name a lot too when I was back in the day. Just like the Turtle and Twins and them. They used to hang with
Yeah,
my big homies over there. Turtle
see?
and Twins and them.
And everybody heard of Turtle. Turtle liked it my brother. Turtle liked it my little brother. Yeah, he liked it. He liked Rusty.
Mhm.
See, it's good when girls come on here because we can hear a lady's perspective and
Oh
how
yeah.
they were affected
Yeah,
by it.
Peaches from Carver. Yeah. Peaches. I forgot and Shelly G from Carver.
Hey.
Hey, somebody got their phone on. I hear background.
No, you don't. You just hear my wife in the background talking to me.
Who's that?
Oh, that's okay. Hey, Kev Mack, you still on? What happened to our host?
Kev Mack in the background, listening to us.
Yeah,
Oh,
Crip
there he
King, AC
is.
Rock, rest in peace.
I'm
From
eating
Carver.
right
You back,
now.
Kev?
I'm eating right now.
Oh, go ahead and eat. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Who's going to start us off? Say something, Devil. Tell me what's going on with you guys.
Slow motion, man, getting this work week ready.
You got to go to work tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 1-to-1. I work 1-to-1.
I got to work tomorrow. Do you go to work tomorrow, Goob?
Oh yeah, man. I fuck with that Instacart.
Okay. What is
You know what I'm
that?
saying? I shop for people and deliver it to their house. I'm really
Oh,
on
that's good.
disability. I'm really on
That's all right.
disability.
That's
I've
all
been
Instacart,
right.
yeah, I think
disabled from Coca-Cola for shit 5 years. I just picked this up, and man, this
Yeah.
makes some nice
yeah.
little change, and it's easy. I can do it on
Yeah.
my own time.
Yeah.
My oldest
So
brother used to work for Coca-Cola. I had a couple of homies that used to work for Coca-Cola too.
yeah, Coca-Cola was fucked up out here in AZ when they got rid of the union. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what we were talking
It
about
fucked it.
earlier about the. Yeah, see, we was talking
Yeah,
about that
it
earlier,
fucked it
man.
up.
We were talking about union and how
Yeah,
this president we have now, he said anybody can organize a union, and if they get any repercussions, they can file a lawsuit. So
yeah,
Right.
hopefully
it's a lot.
Coca-Cola will get a union back again.
Yeah, I think a
It,
lot of people got the wrong misconception about a union. Even at my job, the
Yep.
youngsters they feel that, oh well, the union don't do shit for me because I'm paying dues, and they don't do shit for me. And I say, okay, well, you pay car insurance, right? Do your
right.
car
Yep.
insurance? Do they call you and give you a birthday card? Do they call you? They
Hell
represent you when
no.
you have an accident. That's what the
Yep.
union is there for. Is to
See, the
represent you. You
thing
want to pay?
about the
Hey,
union was
Devil.
if you get into a certain situation on your job, they can help you get up out of it.
Right.
But then
What's
without
good about they not only help you with that, they also help you get raises and keep you
Right.
up with the cost of living.
Exactly. We
right,
just got a raise and a signing bonus. We just went through negotiations. And we
Yeah.
just, you can write your own rules. That's the most important thing about a union is when you write your collective bargaining agreement, it has to be tailored towards the workers to take the power out of the hands of the company.
right,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like on the railroad, we have a lot of power amongst the workers. You know, we handle our overtime, we handle our vacations, we handle out a lot of stuff ourselves, and take it out of the power out of the hands of the company.
right.
You know what I mean? So all they do is put our time in. But as far as the CBA, it's all tailored for the workers. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people
Yeah.
that never had a job or something like that. So they come in there, why am I paying all these dues, man? They ain't doing shit for
Right.
me. Same thing with your car insurance and everything else that you pay.
Yeah, that's
You know,
why I
Yeah.
like. That's what I like. What I do now. This Instacart is I'm basically independent contractor, so they don't take no taxes, and I got to pay the shit at the end of the year. But right now, man, it's so many people that don't want to move to go shop. Man, I'm getting like $40, $50 orders. You know what I'm saying? If you can do it within an hour, you're making like $50 an hour doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you on your own, you your own
Yeah.
boss, you your own everything.
Right.
When
But
I
see,
was
a lot of
working for
people. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say when I was working for Coke and they got rid of the union, then they started getting on the necks of mostly minorities. You know what I'm saying? I pushed my way and found my way to get out, which was because I have a bullet in my neck, so I used it as a disability.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to not OSHA, but another because they basically discriminated against me.
You went
I
to
was like
the
first,
EEOC or the Department for
yeah,
Housing?
EEOC,
Okay.
because what they did is now I'm a black man in a warehouse full of dudes. I'm the first person to get a write-up for cussing in the warehouse. So I already knew that they was discriminating. How did I get cussing in the warehouse as many people? It ain't nothing but 150 men in there. You don't think nobody else cuss?
Yeah, what kind of write-up is that anyway to even get a write-up for cursing?
For
Is that
cursing.
against the company policy? You can't curse?
Yeah, it was one of their policy, right? So they send me in front of the I had a meeting over the phone with HR. You know what I'm saying? For cussing. 5 minutes before that, my supervisor just called, joking around, called one of my other workers a bitch. And I'm looking at my supervisor as like, I'm on this phone for this write-up for cussing in the warehouse. And you just done called this man a bitch, but you want me to accept this write-up. I'm not accepting it.
Is that when you guys had the union, or when the union was already gone?
The union was already gone.
Oh yeah, that's why they.
So what they basically was doing, because Arizona is the right to work state, they could try to get you for any little, any little.
But see what you gotta do, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smarter than them. See, anytime you feel that you're in an environment that's gonna be unjust. See, like I said this a long time ago, these cell phones are a cop's worst enemy because you can videotape the shit that they do. So when you at work and you can hear these motherfuckers cussing, and now they want to scrutinize you for cursing, already taped some shit. Have some shit on your phone. That way, when you do go to a hearing, you go to HR, you play it. And then you have a backup, you get you a lawyer. And then you can have unfair labor practices. You can file a lawsuit. If you don't got nothing on the phone and you just got your word and you say, well, I cuss because it's the status quo. But they want to make a big deal of me cussing. And then they're going to say, what do you mean it's the status quo? Well, you can say, well, I got video of my boss cussing. I got video of other people cussing. So if you want to magnify the shit that I do, they are doing it. And I guarantee you they'll leave you the fuck alone.
Now, you know what made them leave me alone is when I went to EEOC and filed that complaint against them. I'm
just saying, you can file a complaint. You can file a complaint and all that's fine and dandy, but you better learn how to use your phone.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm retired now. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't need no boss.
Yeah, the union is
only that's cool.
Yeah, the union is only as strong as employees. If the employees are strong, the union is going to be strong. Because a lot of people think the union is the name of whatever union you're a part of. It's just the name. That's just your business rep.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be as strong as the membership. If the membership is strong, the union is, because our membership is strong. You know what I mean?
Hey, Devil and Goob, I'm gonna let you guys go. I enjoyed sharing this time with you, Kev, Mac, Dev, and Goob. I enjoyed sharing the time tonight with y'all, and I think what we did was meaningful. So I hope to meet you brothers again on another night, and you guys have a good weekend, a good rest of your week, and I appreciate you guys coming on the show.
All right, for sure. All right, take it easy,
bro.
All right, peace, my brothers.
All right.
Hey, nice meeting you, Big Devil.
Oh, likewise, Goob.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't have no videos with no A7 gangsters. Yeah, good looking out, Devil, man. That was cool. Sorry Q's took up so much of the time, but we had good conversation regardless.
Yeah,
I know y'all got to get up and go to work and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a little cousin that was from South Pomona.
Oh. Is that right? What's his name?
Antonio Golden. This was like probably, he was claiming it probably like in 95, 94, 95. You know, but he moved when he moved to the city. He turned to set.
Oh, okay.
He ended up getting killed though by the police.
Oh shit! Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scanners at him, racist ass Lynwood sheriff, boy.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers just jump out 4 deep. Green Jackets jump out with their guns out. 4 guns, 4 deep. And dare a nigga to run.
You know, that's the thing, man. See, nowadays, people don't realize how it was back in the day, man. That was normal protocol when we left that. They automatically was jumping out the car with their guns drawn.
Guns out.
Yeah.
And yelling and shaking. You didn't know if they was going to shoot you or not because they were so scared.
Tell you in a minute, you run, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah.
Right.
You start running, I'm popping you.
Yeah.
Because they already knew that, you know, if it was 15 niggas outside, it's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 guns.
Yeah.
And they was catching us with pistols.
And again, they didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have no way for you to clarify if they was wrong or not, because you didn't have social media, you didn't have phones,
Exactly.
you didn't have
No,
Exactly.
none of that.
And they knew you by your first and last name. They knew where you lived at, and they knew if you was a shooter. They knew if you was a gambler. They knew if you was a pimp.
Right.
They knew if you were just a wannabe.
Oh
So when
yeah.
they pull up and they see a crowd of shooters, then they already know. We jumping out 4 deep, guns out, unmarked vehicle. They won't pull it up in no black and white car. They pull up in a Chevy
Right.
Lumina
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
with no lights on it, a regular Dodge van or something. They
Right.
pull up,
You
oh
don't, yeah, you
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if you're getting jacked or not.
yeah,
But
Right.
look, the correct term is a felony stop.
right,
But why they out of line? Because they just pulling you over just to be pulling you over. They're not pulling
yeah,
you over for a robbery or a murder.
nah,
So they was out of line. They was out of pocket. But it's crazy for us to grow up with that every day. It's normal to us. But then you see a white dude in Kentucky or Louisville, and they complaining about getting pulled out the car.
oh
Like,
Right.
yeah,
like that.
Right.
They didn't even have their guns pointed at your head and threatening you. They just
Yeah.
pulled you over. They
yeah,
about ready to kill us, and we ain't did shit.
right,
Right. They want to file
mm-hmm.
loss. They want to file lawsuits for wrongful pullover,
I'm gonna tell you,
detaining.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you get a little story about when they killed my cousin, man. He was 17 years old too. We had it was a little a little feud going on or whatever. So we hanging out in my apartment building, finna go put in some work, talking about our little strategy, and I kept hearing something in the alley. So I look over the alley, look over the wall, I don't see shit. But I know I keep hearing some shit, like some talking and some little and I'm talking to my cousin and two of my other homies. Last thing I know, the police car pull up the driveway. Normally, when they hit our driveway, they come like 90 miles an hour. Sometimes they didn't crash into the swings, mailboxes, trying to hurry up and get up in there to get us because they knew we was way in the back. This time when they pulled up, nice and slow. So my cousin had 2 pistols on him. And he was on a bike. So he was like, man, I got these burners on me. So I ain't going back to jail. So he rolled off on his bike. When he get by parallel to the sheriff car, they open the door and try to knock him off the bike. So he swerved, go around the block, go up the hill, and finna come back through the alley and jump back over the wall. That was our route when we ran from him. Not knowing it was about 15 gang units on feet in the alley. That's the noise I was hearing. They was on feet already.
Right.
So as soon as he left out of the building, they jump over the wall and lay us down. And just so happened the bird pull up, ghetto bird come, no lights, no nothing. And next you know, you hear about 20, 30 shots fired. Shot him all in his back and everything, left him in the alley. But they wanted to kill us all that night.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't called no ambulance or nothing for about 30 minutes.
Right.
All they want to know was where the guns at, where the guns at.
Yeah.
Man.
That was pretty. I mean, it
Yeah.
ain't. I don't think it's too much. Like I say, it ain't too much. What we had to go through was going through
Man.
now. It's just now everything is videotaped.
Oh yeah. Everything on video. Even
Yeah,
at his funeral, they came and blocked us in. When we was putting out caravan and going to the funeral, they pulled up and blocked us in and jumped out with a videotape because they wanted to prove the victim of crime that he was a gang member.
Right.
But we already knew. That's why we didn't wear no gang colors. Where everybody was suit and booted, suit and tie. Making sure no blue rag. But they told everybody to get out the car, lay us all down, face down on the ground.
man, their favorite thing was to get you to lay in some dirt or mud.
Yeah, lay down on the ground.
Yeah.
Know y'all got some guns, and if you didn't have a gun, they'd throw one on you in a minute. Them Lynwood Vikings was the most dirtiest, racist cops I ever experienced in my lifetime. I mean, they wasn't no joke.
Yeah.
You just got to roll the dice. You catch them on a bad night, you going to jail. They put guns on me and all kind of shit. They'll pop their trunk and grab 2, 3 guns.
Yeah, me and Goob talked about that earlier, man. They pull out them dope sacks on you too, man.
Oh yeah. They done pulled up and pulled dope out of bushes and pulled dope out of niggas' ball sacks and everything and told you, go ahead, go. We finna go put this on the young crowds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Because
come
most
back
of
and
the
get
time,
y'all
all they
later.
was doing, most of the time, if they get you with something and they just didn't want to take you, they keep it to get the motherfucker they really wanted to get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. We had a couple of them that wasn't tripping off no drug. They just want guns. That's
Right.
it. Guns, serious crime. You can have dope on you. They take the dope, and just like when I seen that video you posted when the police took the dope and he poured it out and just stepped all on it. They used to do that shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, or their favorite word was "give me somebody, give me something,
Oh
give me something,
man.
tell me something, give me something." What happened last night? I see your name all on the
Right.
walls. You know, you writing all on the walls. You know, that's when stop writing on the walls. They start taking pictures of that shit.
But see, like they said, they pulling over people all day, all around the city. People talk. People done told them what they want to know already. They're looking
Yeah,
for somebody else to add to that information.
right, right.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because when they get you in there and they sit you down in that room, they start telling you your whole life. They start telling you everything you done did for the past 2-3 months. You like, damn, how this motherfucker know all this shit? You know, they
Yeah.
come way Hawaiian. They came way to Hawaiian Gardens to raid my mom, get me up out of that motherfucker. I ain't
I,
never had no idea nothing there. I don't know how they found me out there.
I can't see how niggas getting cracked nowadays with first 48. All you gotta do is just look at that shit to tell you what the
Man,
motherfuckers how they tricking niggas into saying something.
rule number one: don't give no statement. That's rule number
Yeah.
one. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I don't care what you got. If you got it on me, cuff me up, take me to the back, man. Take me to my cell, man.
Yep.
See,
I
that be
don't
the
give a damn.
problem.
I ain't doing nothing.
You see it on first 48, the nigga thinking he's smarter than
Yeah.
the average bear. He trying to tell a
Yeah.
story that don't make no sense, not knowing
Yeah.
that his nigga don't even know what he's talking about.
I learned that shit the hard way as a juvenile. When I got caught with a pistol, I go up in there and tell them the truth. Yeah, the gun was mine. You know, this, that, yeah. I
Right.
was going to a party there. The gun was mine. I had it stashed under the seat. It was mine. I get to court. They done cut holes in my beanie and everything and told them I said I was gonna rob Jack in the Box with the gun. Now back in '88, we all know it wasn't no 24-hour Jack in the Box. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody at Jack in the Box for me to rob. What the hell am I rob Jack in? This shit closed. You know, but
Right.
me giving that statement, they added to that shit, man, and just, you know, sent me up the river.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that shit then. I said, okay, now I know. You know, don't say nothing.
Yeah. So that be the problem. Motherfucker get in there and try to tell them stories that they think gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
Shit don't work out the way they play.
Mm-hmm. And the Lynwood sheriffs are so crafty. I mean, they know, like I say, Lynwood smart. They know everything. You know, they
Right.
go home and do their homework. So, and they know. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to do your dirt by your lonely and keep your mouth shut.
Funniest shit I seen was on the. Have you ever seen that show, The Wire?
Yeah,
I remember that nigga
yeah,
that they had homie they were in the holding tank and they was talking to him and they went and bought his homeboy a bunch of McDonald's. That nigga was
yeah,
walking back with the McDonald's and say, when you walk to the door, they open the door and said, "See, he already telling on you. He got
mm-hmm,
McDonald's and everything."
yeah,
The nigga in the cell so dumb. He said, "I told that motherfucker to
yeah,
shut up." Now he
yeah,
done cracked both of them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, nowadays, I guess this started about 10 years ago. Before they get to the substation, they done already told everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So niggas can't do no time because it's too much stuff to like out here. You know, back then we didn't have nothing but a pager.
Right.
And you'd be lucky if you had a pager. Wasn't no cell phones, wasn't no internet, wasn't these no Jordan, these high price clothes and all this glamour and shit. You know, we teenage, we ain't got no kids, no nothing. So going to jail was a field trip to us. You
Right.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It was fun going to juvenile hall. You know, you in there with the homies, you having fun, you ain't stressing, you ain't worried about nothing. I'll be out, you give me 2 years, I'll be out this motherfucker 2 years. I'm finna go have some fun, get bucked, go get tatted, you know, gang banging up in here, fights and all this shit now. Niggas are scared to go to jail because, you know, you got to be out there with the girl, your baby mama, your phone gonna be
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, you don't
I
know how to
heard the new
survive.
saying is a niggas don't say I'm telling, niggas say I'm getting off first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they go to their cell and they be sleeping so good. They sleep hard. You can't even wake a motherfucker up. Hey, homie, finna go down. You up there far to sleep like you at home. You know, you ain't never did no time before. Wake up, homie. You sleeping too heavy, my nigga. Get up.
yeah.
Right.
I remember about 2004, 2005. They had a saying going on in L.A. Uh, get 10 or tell on your friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cold, man. That's real cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
man.
it's so accepted now. It's a shame, but
Mm-hmm.
Right.
like I tell people, it been going on. It's just we wasn't getting paperwork, and you didn't have access to online community to get
Yeah.
all that stuff. But now
Oh,
it's plain to see now.
Mm-hmm.
right. Just like old boy living. You know what I'm saying? He rolling around. He's still trolling, motherfucker. You just got out free from snitching on everybody, and now you still trolling, motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit is just a joke to you until the shit get real bad. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
it's a lot of people making a mockery out of this culture right now.
Like
Yeah.
old boy that was going around videotaping himself in all these different hoods and disrespecting these niggas and crossing out their sets. And somebody went out there and knocked him off. You know,
Right.
way in Lakewood. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
this shit ain't no game. You got niggas that'll kill you for stepping on their shoes.
Real
Right.
talk.
You
Yeah.
know, for looking at them funny. You know, they ready to kill at the drop of a dime. And you want to sit
Right.
out here and post all this internet shit and try to get this fame and everything. Now look at you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Your family had to put you died young
Right.
behind something you wasn't even affiliated with.
Yeah.
Play,
You know what I'm
playing
saying?
around with it and
Yeah.
dissing.
You don't die
You
for
know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
Cause you know what it
Right.
really is? They infatuated by it, but they don't have no respect for it.
Right.
Right.
And they really don't believe all the violence that take place, man. They
Mm-mm.
think it's a joke. They think because they see certain people get away with it,
Right.
like 6ix9ine. So they figure
Yeah.
they all can do the same thing, and
Right.
it don't work like that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause
You know
he
what
Hey,
I'm
ain't
bro,
saying? And
cause that 6ix9ine dude, he know what place he can be in and what he can't be at. He know,
right.
you know,
But
you
see,
see another rapper dude underneath a carport with security and you got security, you know ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You know
he
what I mean?
knows that
But go up
he
in the Slauson
knows that
slot
the
meet or
Fed is
somewhere. If
that
somebody
man know
knock
that
you
the
down,
feds
it's your
is watching
security.
him.
Yeah, that too.
You know?
Yeah, getting babysit. We used to say that all the time. Niggas get
Yeah.
babysit. You start putting in too much work on them. The police go over there and they babysit them.
Yeah.
Wait
And
for you to come over there and do something.
he getting babysitting and they know whoever knock him off, nigga, you finna do a whole lot of time because they seen you coming. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
I mean, but shit, a motherfucker with some money can get it done. You know, money's roots are evil. You can go get a motherfucker that ain't got nothing and you give him, you know, $5,000. You send a torpedo out of here. I'll knock him off.
yeah. Well, you don't think, homie, that killed Nipsey was a torpedo?
I'm not gonna get off into all that. I don't speak on open cases, but I'm about to get up out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, like
it's
I
late.
say,
It's 1 o'clock, man. We had a good show. I'm about
Mm-hmm.
to stuff my face
peace.
some more and go watch First 48.
Yeah. Real.
All
Finna get
right,
on
y'all. Hey, good looking out, Big
QBS.
Devil.
Y'all have a
What's
good
Anytime
up?
you
one,
want
man.
to come
Nice
back,
meeting you,
just,
Big Devil.
just holler.
What's up?
All
All
right,
right.
care, Matt.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.
All right, Goob. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, homie. Just take it
All
easy.
right. All right, Mac Heads and Maniacs. That's it for Goob and Cutes and Big Devil. We had a nice show. Miss 702 checked in. Unfortunately, Crip Crazy still don't got it. All you be emailing me these videos. Check the email when I return the email and tell you how to come on like everybody else. Right? Y'all have a good morning because night is almost over with. And I'll see y'all. Good looking out, super chats. Good looking out, moderators. Mac Kids and Maniacs. Peace.